And we are live. Welcome, family, to another show. Today, I got Crypto Gang in the building. My brother Oheen. How's everything going today, my brother?
Man, I'm doing great. It's great to be here. It's great to be in this beautiful country with these beautiful people, man. I'm loving it all. Just glad to be a part of this movement, man. I'm doing great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I know I got on you when you was doing shows with the brother Black Ram.
Right?
Uh, Excellent shows, man. How'd you meet Black Ram?
So basically, this goes back to like 2017, 2018.
Hmm.
And pretty much I fell into the red pill space because I was going through a breakup. I was in my blue pill phase. I thought that pretty much love was the answer. And I
Hmm.
tried to get into a relationship. And pretty much it had its little 5-year run, and it pretty much fizzled out. I found the red pill space, and I just would watch a lot of videos relating to it. And I came across one video where the dude was talking, but all I saw was the wall and
Hmm.
and like some words on a written piece of paper. And but the dude was making sense, and I was wondering, who is this guy? I
Hmm.
never
Hmm.
you never saw his face, but he was preaching that fire. So what I got into I went by myself. I got into the YouTube space by myself, but
Hmm.
then one day I reached out to him, and then he reached out to me, and the rest is history, bro. Like we just started vibing, we started clicking, and
Hmm.
we just we created the real pill perspective and stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Shout out to Black Ram. Same here, man. I remember I was working. I think it was like at night, and I used to always tune in to Black Ram. Man, I love it because he has a very nice cadence. Right, he has the cadence
Mhm.
of a Chicago player,
Right.
but he kind of presents it almost like a preacher to a certain degree, but a preacher for men. And I
Yeah.
mean, he would go deep. He had that series called the Succubus.
Yeah.
Hey, he used to go deep, man. He used to go deep. Shout out to my dude Black Rail, man. We did an interview. The interview did quite well when he was out there in Thailand. But to let people know, you out there in Thailand currently, correct?
Absolutely, man. As you can
You out the
see,
Matrix,
this
okay?
beautiful scenery right here.
Hmm.
It's beautiful out there. I mean, the city is alive. This is a wonderful place to be. And if
Hmm.
you know anything about me, BMT, my channel is about basically helping brothers get out of the matrix. And our equation for that is crypto plus
Hmm.
passports equals freedom.
Hmm.
And we believe that equation right there is what is going to free men from the matrix and allow them to get out of the rut that they're currently in and find that freedom and that happiness. So basically that's what this is all about.
Okay, so you pretty much leverage crypto. Do you like? Is it like trading crypto or holding on to crypto or all the above?
We hold crypto, we stake
Hmm.
it,
Hmm.
and pretty much our goal is waiting for this next infusion of cash, which if you've been paying attention, these
Hmm.
corporations and these financial institutions and these hedge funds, they are pushing to create, basically, if you've heard about spot Bitcoin ETFs, spot Ethereum ETFs, this is letting you
Hmm.
know that these corporations are ready to throw trillions of dollars into cryptocurrency because they understand that it is the future. And I heard, I ain't gonna leave it front. I heard one of your shows from the other day. My brothers put me on. They was over
Yeah,
here watching,
okay. Right.
and pretty much they was telling me dude didn't know what he was talking about. So
My man
I
Kale.
ba- yeah, so I basically wanted to come over and I wanted to set things straight about what crypto really is and
Mhm.
why so many people are setting themselves up to basically live the rest of their lives in poverty and struggling and things like that. Right. So it's gonna
Mhm.
be real, man. I ain't gonna BMT is gonna be real tonight. It's gonna be real.
So do you think that crypto is stable enough? Because it did do like a massive drop. It went from what 70. Well, we're talking about Bitcoin here in particular.
Mm-hmm.
It went from like 68, 70 all the way down to, let me see where. Hold on, let me pull it up. Where's crypto at today? Where's Bitcoin at today? What are we looking at? Let me pull that bad boy up real quick. Let's see. Where's it going? Here we go. 37,000. That's actually it's up. It's up
Exactly.
like 29%.
Now
Okay.
here's the thing. We're gonna get real deep right now. We're gonna get real
Mm-hmm.
deep right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. One of the greatest reasons that black men specifically, right? Black
Mm-hmm.
men are the individuals who are most destined to live in poverty, who are
Mm-hmm.
most destined to struggle, who are most destined to continue to live in the matrix and struggle, is because they do not understand one of the greatest key components to amassing wealth, right? And the number one thing that you have to understand, especially as a black man,
Mm-hmm.
is you have to do away with your belief in the government, right? The number one
Mm-hmm.
thing that has brought us to failure, that has caused us to struggle, is that we believe in government, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the number one failure of black men. This is why we are stuck in our ruts, our finance. We basically face financial hardships more than any other group because we believe in government. Now, what do I mean by that? We invest in jobs. We invest in 401ks. We invest in Social Security. We invest in things that have absolutely no value to us, right? Because you see right now, if you're invested in Social Security, you already know that there's a high likelihood that there won't be any available for you. If you invest in 401ks, you see that they take the lump sum of the money and they invest millions in the stock market. They take millions in profit and they leave you with scraps. I know this from personal experience because I was a teacher for the Department of Education in New York
Mm-hmm.
City. And
Mm-hmm.
I spent years investing in that 401k. But when I looked at how much that I had towards retirement, it was some little bullshit like $39,000. And I'm asking, I've been investing for years. Where's my money? No,
Mm-hmm.
but you
Mm-hmm.
already know the 401k people, they got their money, but I got
Mm-hmm.
scraps. But when I started investing in crypto, all of a sudden, I'm touching numbers that I've never seen in my life. I'm over here
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to jump to being making my first million in
Mm-hmm.
that first crypto run. So I think one of the biggest problems that black men have that keeps us in poverty, that keeps us struggling, that keeps us working multiple jobs, that keeps us behind the eight ball, struggling to pay rent, making life
Mm-hmm.
decisions at the gas pump, is that we believe in the United States government. And what we don't understand about that is that government is designed to work against you. Government
Mm-hmm.
does not work unless you live in poverty. It does not work unless the people live in poverty, right? And why is that?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are in poverty, it is easy to control you. It is easy to make you do things that you don't want. You want a perfect example of that, BMT?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I believe that the pandemic was the greatest thing that ever happened because it
Mm-hmm.
exposed to you who you really are. If
Mm-hmm.
you are a leader, that came out. If you are a follower and a slave, that came out too. But one of the most important things about the pandemic is it exposed that the government is designed to work against you because what happened during the pandemic? They wanted you to take a jab, right?
Mm-hmm.
People were skeptical about taking the jab. So, what did the government do for the people? They said, if you don't take this jab, then you can't work. You can't provide for your family. You
Mm-hmm.
can't support your loved ones. Think about that. Think about that
Mhm.
for a second. They
Mhm.
basically leveraged your livelihood to force
Mhm.
you to take something that you didn't want to take. That
Mhm.
is because government is designed to work against you. It is not designed to help you. Taxes, BMT. You really think the government needs your tax dollars? No.
Not when they make
You
the
know what
money.
they yeah, they making money hand over fist and in so many other ways. Everything you buy is taxed, everything you pay for is taxed. They don't need your tax dollars. The
Mhm.
reason they tax you, the reason they
Mhm.
tax you is because they want to make sure you don't have enough money to get ahead. Think about people who are working. And if they got their entire checks, they would be able to pay all of their bills. They would be financially comfortable. The
Mhm.
government doesn't want that for you. They want you constantly behind the eight ball, right? They want you constantly worrying about how you're going to pay your bills next month. So you don't start thinking logically and outside of the box, right? So now
Mhm.
I said all of this, I said all of that to say, to answer your original question about all of this, and I say you can't trust the government. And the
Mhm.
reason I'm telling you that is because everything that has happened in crypto and the stock market
Mhm.
has been manufactured. It has been manufactured and doctored by the system, by the people on Wall Street, and by the government, right? Now, why am I saying that? If you paid attention to the Sam Bankman-Fried trial and you listened to Carolyn Ellison,
Mhm.
she said clearly and in no uncertain terms, she said, we
Mhm.
manipulated the crypto market to go down. She
Mhm.
said that under oath in a courtroom, under oath during her testimony. She said, Sam Bankman Fried and us, we got together under FTX. We manipulated the crypto market to make it go down. So,
Mhm.
BMT, the crypto winter was not real, it
Mhm.
was manufactured. Right now, Bitcoin should be at 150,000 or greater. But because they not only, and you know, it's not only FTX, you know, them other centralized exchanges as well.
Mhm.
It was
Mhm.
all manufactured. She testified to that in the court, right? So they're
Mhm.
letting you know we did everything we could to make the price go down because we didn't want it running up before our rich buddies had a chance to buy it at better prices. So everything you've seen
Mm.
on the stock market, on the crypto market, it's all been manufactured by a bunch of individuals who have been sanctioned by government and by financial institutions. So that's to answer your question right there.
That's real,
I
man. I
know I
want to catch
did
a
it all.
super chat real quick by reality underscore first with a follow out super chat. The first super chat of today. Really appreciate that. He says, big up to both of you guys. The work y'all put in to help men better themselves is priceless. Hashtag crypto gang.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out
And
to
that C plus P equals F is
mhm.
crypto plus passports equals freedom.
Nice. Nice. I was wondering
There
what
you
that
go.
was. I'm like, what's CPF? Okay. Shout out to you, reality underscore first. So you say the I didn't know that crypto was able to be manipulated. I thought it was like this decentralized, thing.
Yes, what they were doing was, if you listen to the Carol Ellison testimony, what they
Mm-hmm.
would do is they would sell massive amounts of Bitcoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that would force the price to go down because the market is moving by buying and selling. So what they
Mm-hmm.
would do is they would sell a bunch of Bitcoin to Alameda, which was the sister company of FTX. So they would sell a bunch of it to Alameda, and that, of course, would make the price drop. And then Alameda would sell a bunch of it to FTX. And this was how they methodically move to bring the prices down the way that they do. It's not a new strategy. They use that on the stock market as well. right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying, BMT.
Mm-hmm.
What black men have to understand, what black men have to understand is
Mm-hmm.
that everything that you ever been taught in your life is a lie. Everything that you have ever been taught has been designed to make you a slave, to make you a worker bee. So, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of black men who actually believe that the stock market is real. They believe that if you invest your money in the right company, that
Mm-hmm.
you're going to somehow gain some wealth. And that is absolutely false. There are nameless, faceless people that decide what moves and what doesn't, right? There's like, for instance, AMC and GME, they meme stocks, right? But here's the thing, they consistently get good reports, right? They consistently get good reviews. So it's like, what if, BMT was a stock, Black Men
Mm-hmm.
Travels was a stock, and
Mm-hmm.
every time you had a quarterly meeting to see the strength of the company, you always say, yo, Blackman Travel stock is doing great. We getting a lot more customers. We doing a lot better. Everything is great. We getting more money. We doing all of that. What would you expect the price of the stock to do on that good news?
It will rise.
It would rise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get consistent good reports on AMC and GME, but the price shoots down? How does that work?
That's crazy. I'm not sure.
Exactly, right? So what black men have to understand is that none of this is real. There's a bunch of nameless, faceless people who decide if the market's going to go up, if it's going to go down, if it's going to stay sideways, right? The same thing with what they're trying to do with the crypto market. That all that Fibonacci line, the double
Mm-hmm.
bottoms, the triple bottoms, the inverted hammers, all of that stuff, it's all bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors to make you believe that the stock market and the crypto market works on ebb and flows. But the reality is it's all scripted, it's all made up, it's all a lie, and it's all bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going on, man. I got a lot to say, so I'm a chill and let you
Nah,
ask
man,
some questions.
you on fire, brother. I mean,
Oh,
this is
okay.
good news to hear. Yeah, we listening.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Now, here's the thing, BMT. Here's the thing. Crypto is the
Mm-hmm.
future. There's no denying that. There's no
Mm-hmm.
denying that. Listen, I heard the dude on the show because I listened to some of the show, and he said that cryptocurrency is not a real asset.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would say to you is tell me what's real about the US dollar. What is it backed by? Where does it get its strength from? What makes the US dollar real?
Mm-hmm.
We went off the gold standard in 1971. So there's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely nothing back in the US dollar. It's just a piece of paper. What
Mm-hmm.
they're basically doing is they're saying they're using, oh, we used to be popping back in the day. That's why our money is valuable. So if you're going to use the argument that Bitcoin is not valuable because it's based on belief, then what is the US dollar?
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing back in it. There's nothing to support it. There's nothing valuable about it. It's just your belief in it. And more importantly, it is the number one currency used in all criminal activity around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, it should be less valuable. So that was a stupid argument in itself. But here's the real issue with
Mm-hmm.
what I believe, BMT. I believe anybody who speaks against crypto at this juncture, especially to black men, anybody who speaks against cryptocurrency in any form, I believe that they are an agent of the government or they are just plain idiots, right?
Mm.
Because
Oh man, Kev gonna come out swinging now.
all right. Well, that's fine. Because here's my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only an idiot or an agent of the government would
Mm-hmm.
get up and watch Bloomberg News and watch
Mm-hmm.
CNBC and watch Fox Business, and they would watch how BlackRock and Invesco and Fidelity and Ark Invest and what's the other one? Grayscale and all of these major financial institutions. We talking about BlackRock, which is $1 trillion company. BlackRock is $1 trillion company, and they have already applied. All of those companies I just named, they have applied to the SEC for permission to have a spot Bitcoin ETF and a spot Ethereum ETF. So what are we talking about? If why would you talk against that? I don't listen to what people say. I watch what they do. You got a $10 trillion company that has applied for a spot Bitcoin ETF. What does that tell you, BMT?
That's here to stay. Shit.
Exactly. It's telling you need to get into it. You got you got Citadel, Fidelity, and I forget the other company. They created a crypto trading firm called EDX, and they invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. What does that tell you, BMT? Does that sound like a flat fly-by-night flash in the pan, asset to you? You got the government basically looking for a way to heavily tax crypto. Janet Yellen basically said we need to now basically we deal with realized and unrealized gains, right? Janet Yellen, basically you don't get taxed on unrealized gains. If you don't touch the money, if you don't realize it, it's not worth anything, right? The moment you make it realized is when it gets taxed. Janet Yellen said, fuck all of that. Let's tax their unrealized gains in crypto too. Does that sound like somebody that's talking about crypto's a Ponzi scheme? This is what I'm saying. Like, don't listen to what people say. Watch what they do. Right? Everybody's trying to tell you that crypto is a scam, but you're watching the government trying to create regulation. You're watching the SEC who's desperate to create regulation. You're watching all of these financial institutions that want spot Bitcoin ETFs. 10 years ago, Bloomberg, CNBC, Fox Business, they all would have laughed at you. Yahoo Finance, they all would have laughed at you about cryptocurrency. But look, it's the major point of their presentation now. All they do is segments on cryptocurrency. So who are you going to believe? You're going to believe these financial institutions? You're going to believe the government? Or you're going to believe some dude that don't know what the fuck he talking about? We are, listen, so many of us, and it's a lot of my brothers in the chat right now, BMT, we are living, a lot of us are living off of our staking rewards. You understand that? We are literally making money in our sleep. Tonight, I was at the jazz festival over here on Beach Road, right? They having a jazz festival. All I did was take out my phone, look at what crypto was doing, and realized I was up about $8,000. So my money literally works for me. My money works for me. And this is what I was saying about black men. This is why because we have been taught backwards. We have been taught backwards, right? We've been taught how to slave for money. Whereas our white counterparts have been taught how to make their money work for them. Right?
While they sleep.
And, yeah, right. And while everybody is asleep, their money is at work for them. But we have to go to sleep to get up in the morning to work for our money because we've been taught backwards. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, you don't have to believe me, right? You don't have to believe me. As a matter of fact, anybody that's listening to me, assume that I am a liar. I want you to assume that everything that I'm saying is a lie and it's bullshit. Then I want you to go research what I'm saying. and then come back and tell me how you feel. So don't believe anything I'm saying. Just assume that I am lying about everything I'm saying. But then after you assume that, go read up on what BlackRock and Invesco and Grayscale and Fidelity and Charles Schwab and all of them are doing with crypto. Go look at the banks and how they are getting ready to integrate cryptocurrency into their business. Go look at the fact that Ferrari now accepts Bitcoin as payment for their vehicles. And I think Honda as well. Go look at that and then tell me what you think. Does it say, this is what I'm saying, BMT. Black men specifically, because we are slated for extinction. Have you ever seen that article that basically surmises that black wealth will be at 0 by 2023?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So you already know. They are slating us for poverty, right? Now, here's the thing. Why is the government upset about cryptocurrency? Why are they upset about it? They are upset because more black men have gotten into cryptocurrency than any other investment asset. See, think about it. Think about it. We would sleep for Google. We would sleep for Amazon. We would sleep for Facebook, right? We would sleep for Microsoft. We was even sleep for Bitcoin. We believe the government. They said it was for criminal activity. It was for the Silk Road. Only drug dealers use Bitcoin. It was a scam. But I bet you anybody in here who doesn't believe that crypto is real, I bet you wish you could take your ass back to 2016. I bet you go buy as much Bitcoin as you can, because it was 2016 and 2017 when it went to 20,000. Do you know Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, threatened his workers and said, if I find out any of y'all are buying Bitcoin, I'm gonna fire you. But JP Morgan Chase was buying as much Bitcoin back then as they could.
No, I didn't know that.
You see, exactly, man. So guys, listen. And this is important for black men. Anybody who is not trying to talk about crypto, they want you to stay in the matrix. They want you to struggle. Guys, we are getting ready to see one of the greatest crypto bull runs in the history of the world. There's no other asset on this planet that has been more profitable and has went as high as quickly as cryptocurrency. Not even gold. Not even gold. And gold is doing great right now. I think it's like at 18 or 1900 or something like that. But there's no other asset that is greater and had greater runs than crypto. Now, I'm not going to, I'm not going to say, because I'm not that type of person. I do not tell you to put all your finances into cryptocurrency. As a matter of fact, what I tell people on my channel, bro, is you put the money that you're not afraid to lose. Because the next rule, besides understanding that the government is designed to work against you, the second rule is that basically you don't get emotional about this shit. So what I mean by that, man, is you don't put money that you are afraid to lose. So, like, for instance, if me and you go to Las Vegas, BMT, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like, look, man, I could lose maybe 300, 400 bucks. That's what I'm willing to lose, right? You go in there, you lose that 400 bucks. You ain't gonna call me up 2 years later talking about, damn, man, you remember when I lost that 400 bucks in Las Vegas? You've accepted that loss, right? You go out on a date with a chick, and you spend that money. You accept that loss, right? So when you're investing in crypto, that's the same way you approach it. You put the money you are not afraid to lose. You don't put the mortgage, don't put the car note, don't put your kids' college tuition, don't put anything that is going to murder you, because you're going to be doing something stupid. And this is, again, back to black men. Back to black men. We are always losing because we have the poor man's mindset, right? We we
Mm-hmm.
go to the bank, we take out all we have, we invest in something, and then we pray to God that something good happens. That's the poor man's way of doing things. What you need to be doing is, instead of going to buy those new crispy cakes or going out with that 304, take that money that you was willing to blow on her and buy some XRP, buy some Ethereum, buy some whatever you want, right? Now, I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. And I
Mm-hmm.
definitely tell you to do your own due diligence and your research before you make any investment. But whenever you make an investment, make sure it's money that you're not emotional about. So you don't be up all night and all day looking at the market, hoping and praying that it goes up. You know what I'm saying?
Good point. I want to give a shout out to the Black Cleaner backslash the Restore with $2 super chat, just showing some support. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Also, we have another $5 super chat here by the Black Cleaner Restore. He says the U.S. dollar is the petroleum dollar backed by military might. You want to respond to that?
That is absolutely false. If
Mm.
you look at the military numbers, you will see that people are not joining the military anymore. Listen, let's be real. Let's be real about something. The United
Mm-hmm.
States is dying a horrible death. Okay.
Mm.
Let's be real
Mm.
about that. They
Mm-hmm.
are going the way of Rome, right? They're
It's,
going the
yeah,
way
it's
of
true.
Rome.
That's
And
true.
how did Rome collapse? They spreaded themselves way too thin across all these different things. Look at what the
Mm-hmm.
United States is doing. They're minding everybody's business. They're out there on the Gaza Strip. They're out there in Ukraine. They're trying to be the world police everywhere, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
have enough people to do it. Right? Look at who's joining the military now. Have you seen the difference in Chinese military commercials, Russian commercials versus United States?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Russian and Chinese commercials, they showing you some men going ready to go to war, beating the war drum. You see the United States commercial is me and my two moms. We, they promoting agendas. They promoting rainbows and
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
me and my transgender brother or whatever like that. And people are the number of people joining the army has went down so dramatically. They are losing so many people because you can't respect it anymore. So how are they going to
Mm-hmm.
fight wars? They're spread thin. It's not enough people joining. What are they going to do? So it's not even
Mm-hmm.
backed by military might anymore. Do you think 10, 15, 20 years ago that Putin and y'all heard about the BRICS nation? You think they would
Mm-hmm. Of
have even
course.
thought of creating an alternative financial economy 15, 20 years ago when
Mm-hmm.
America was popping? Nah, they
Mm-hmm.
would have never thought to do that. But now they see the weakness. So they like, fuck it. We're gonna make our own money and it's gonna be backed by gold. So they're
Mm-hmm.
backing the BRICS financial finances with gold. And America wants you to remember when they used to be popping. I always say the United States is the old bitch in the club trying to live off of past victories. Remember back in the
Hold
day
on.
when I was popping? You
Hold
remember
on,
when
bro.
guys used to come? You're not
So
popping no
you got
more.
you got to say that one more time. The United States is the
Yeah.
old club.
The United States is the old bitch in the club still trying to live off of past victories. So it's like,
Mm.
you a chick that's 45 years old when she's talking about when she was 25 and all the dudes was trying to knock her door down to get to her. But you 45 now. Nobody's knocking at your door. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing about the United States. They are spread way too thin all over the world, trying to be the
Mm-hmm.
world police, right?
Mm-hmm.
On top of that,
Mm-hmm.
they're giving all this money away like it's candy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have people joining the army like they used to, right? People are dropping off, and the ones that are in there, they can't even pass the test. You got overweight soldiers now. When the fuck did that happen? You got overweight soldiers. You got soldiers that can't even pass basic training. It's
Mm-hmm.
a wrap, family. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
It's going the way of the dodo bird. It's just, now don't get me wrong, it's not going to happen overnight, but it
Mm-hmm.
is happening. It is happening, you know?
Mm-hmm. I want to give another shout out to the Silent Giant with $2 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, Oheen, spitting facts and blowing minds. Right. Appreciate
Appreciate you,
that.
bro.
We got the Black Cleaner again, $2 super chat. He says, it's not about people. We got guns and tech. You want to respond to that?
Wrong again. Wrong again.
Mm-hmm.
Fam, when you pick up the phone to call tech support because your computer is acting stupid, what voice you hear on the other side?
Oh, man. We already know the Indians, the Arabs.
Exactly. Please stop it, fam. We don't got shit. United States was so focused on keeping black people down and disenfranchised. They were so focused on promoting racism and the alphabet community, they forgot about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have America's not popping in that. That's why when you call tech support, you get Tarbosh and you don't understand what he's saying because they're killing it in that, not the United States. We were so focused on the Kardashians. We was focused on the Black Ink crew. We was
Mm.
focused on making rap as ridiculous as possible. We was
Mm.
about OnlyFans over here. We about
Mm-hmm.
TikTok over here. We don't
Mm-hmm.
care how it's done. We're just consumers here. That's
Mm-hmm.
why when the ship stopped coming over, people was killing themselves getting toilet paper and napkins because they don't know how to make shit. You ain't see the episode of South Park where Trey Parker and Matt Stone was making fun of that? America doesn't make shit. They don't do anything. All they
Mm-hmm.
do is sit around and wait for other people to do it. Why do you think they're importing illegal immigrants?
Mm-hmm.
Because American people don't want to do the bullshit jobs anymore, and America doesn't know how to do shit. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
guns, we don't have tech. Everybody else got that popping. You see
Mm-hmm.
North Korea shooting off their nuclear test missiles. You see
Mm-hmm.
Russia shooting off their nuclear tech missiles. Guess what? They got guns too. So the
Mm-hmm.
bottom line is the US is falling by the wayside. They are going the way of Rome. Rome once was a mighty conquering nation, and
Mm-hmm.
then it turned into bread and circus, distracted by the Colosseum. Tell me that's not us today. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me that we not stuck in rap music and the Kardashians and OnlyFans and Instagram and all of that. You are being fed bread and circus and
Mm-hmm.
BMT.
Bread and
This is
circus. Yep.
all this is all designed to keep
Mm-hmm.
you from focusing on crypto. It's all
Mm-hmm.
designed. It's all
Mm-hmm.
designed to make sure that you don't get into it. But listen to me, man, because it's going to be too late when me and the crypto gang is on our yachts and jet setting around the world. It's going to be too late.
Mm-hmm.
What the basically think if you look at the stock market, you're going to understand
Mm-hmm.
what is getting ready to happen. What the
Mm-hmm.
corporations are going to come in and do is they're going to make crypto shoot up to astronomical numbers that don't make sense because they don't
Mm-hmm.
want you in it. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
if basically I'm the crypto gang. I'm the CEO of the crypto gang, right?
Mm-hmm.
All my
Mm-hmm.
brothers are with me buying crypto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they don't want us to get rich, but they have to deal with us. We're a necessary evil because what they want to do is they want to make sure that when your sister or your brother or your uncle finally realizes that they should be in crypto, the prices are going to be so astronomical that you're only going to be able to buy a fraction of a percent of a coin. You will never be able to buy an entire coin ever again after this next crypto bull run. You will never be able to buy one. So if you don't get XLM at 11 cents now, you will not be able to afford it when it's 3,000 or 5,000 or whatever. You will only be able to buy a small, minute piece of it.
Okay,
Right?
so
And that's not financial advice.
let me play devil's advocate a little bit here. Now, you said before in the stream that the reason crypto went down was because it was manipulated. What's to stop them from manipulating it again?
Well, what you have to understand is at this the reason that it was manipulated down was because the financial institutions want to get in. See, they couldn't get BMT, the retail investor, me and you, the regular everyday guy. We ran the crypto market up to $4 trillion. Let that sink in for a second. We ran the crypto market up to $4 trillion. We didn't need the corporations. We didn't need them. We ran it up to $4 trillion in 2021 by ourselves. So we don't need them for shit. They're coming here because they want to get some of that paper, right? So what they're going to do, and this is what all corporations do, they want to get in, but they don't want you there. They don't want you there, especially with melanin, especially once they found out a bunch of melanated dudes are buying crypto. It's like, nah, we got to do something. So now you see all these Bitcoin spot ETFs. You see spot Ethereum ETFs. You see that Gary Gensler filed a lawsuit against XRP 3 years ago. And then they lost that. Right? They're letting you know where the world is going. They're letting you know that the future of finance is cryptocurrency. I got a dude who says that his family member is a high-ranking individual in the banking system. And he said that person told them all they talk about all day is cryptocurrency. Everybody is talking about this, but nobody hears it because they're too distracted about what Keke Palmer and her baby daddy is going through. And that's what it is. See, when you are not initiated into finance, you can't see it. You turn on Bloomberg, you turn it off quickly because that shit is boring. You turn off Fox Business because that shit is boring. There's no fights on that in finance. They're not fighting each other. This one is not cheating on this one over here. So that shit is boring to you. But that's how the world is being shaped. They're letting you know where the world is going. So you can't ever lie and say, oh, they didn't tell us. I didn't know. It's just you were too distracted by what the housewives of Atlanta was doing. You was distracted by what the Black Ink crew was doing, what Kim Kardashian was doing. But the bottom line is they are trying to keep you distracted. So when crypto explodes, you can't enter. You can't enter that party. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, assume that I'm a liar. Assume everything that I'm saying is a lie, and go do your own research and due diligence so you can understand what's happening. Because the bottom line is BMT. This is our reparations as Black men. This is our reparations. You want reparations? This is your reparations. Because I'm gonna promise you this: America ain't giving you no fucking reparations. You listen, they got billions, hundreds of billions of dollars for Ukraine, right? Now think about this. Think about this. This is why I'm saying fuck them 401ks and fuck anybody who talking about them. Fuck them 401ks and fuck Social Security too. Right? Because all of these shits are traps. What do? They keep you locked in for 30 or 40 years of your life, and then they give you bullshit money for the remainder of your life. So I don't give a fuck about none of those. And I had a 401k, right? And I'm telling you it's bullshit. But you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me on that, right? But this is the reason that I'm saying, fuck all of that, right? Because the bottom line is this system got black men thinking backwards. They got black men thinking as worker bees and slaves. We think that working all of our lives and retiring is a good thing, while the rest of our counterparts are basically focused on winning this game. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna chill. You probably got some cash apps or super chats to read off. So I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, you got a lot of support in the chat, but you got some guys in the chat that they're pretty much saying against what you're saying as well. But let me catch super chat real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shout out to the Digital Gold for the 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, "Look, Oheen, bringing the real news to the world. Let them know the real pill knowledge. They decided not to see. Hashtag crypto gang. Let's go."
Let's go. So check this out. The United States gave hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine, right? Gave hundreds of billions of dollars to them, right? And keep in mind, Ukraine is a very prejudiced / racist country against melanated people, black people, right? If you go to the Peace Corps website and you look at the Ukraine section, they will tell you on the Peace Corps website. Like I said, don't believe me. I'm a liar. Don't believe me. Don't believe nothing I say. If you go to the Peace Corps website and you look under Ukraine, they will tell you if you are black, you may not want to go to Ukraine, because when you get there, you might get called a nigger or a monkey a lot. And you might see their children playing blackface games. This is on the Peace Corps website. If you don't believe me, go to Peace Corps and look under Ukraine. So you, as a black man who are busting your ass working in the United States and getting taxed to death, your money is going to a group of racist people who think you're a nigger and a monkey. Your man Joe Biden is giving your tax dollars to people that's calling you a nigger and a monkey, right? But let's keep it going. The United States is giving $8.6 billion a year to Israel. So $8.6 billion of your money goes to Israel every year. They have reparations for the alphabet community. So if you was gay back in the 60s and the 70s when you had to hide that, the government is giving reparations for that. Not only that, illegal aliens are over here. They're giving them access to live in hotels. I heard they're giving them iPhones. They was even talking about giving them money because they had to stay in cages down at the immigration office or something like that, right? So y'all heard everything I just said about how the government is giving money away freely to all of these groups. But why nobody talking about reparations for black people? Why is it every time it comes to you, it's a study? It's never they never talk about, yo, we gonna give this cash out to them. For us, we always get a study. Why? Because they have you slated for poverty in the States. They have you slated for financial ruin and death in the United States. That's why they don't want you in crypto. That's why they're doing everything to keep you turned away from it. Because listen, BMT, if I send you $100,000 right now through the SWIFT protocol, BMT, you won't get it until next month. You won't. Right now, it's over here in Thailand. It's November 11th. You would not get that money until December 11th. The XRP protocol is designed so if I send it to you right now, it's 10:01 here. If I send it to you right now, you'll get it at 10:02. That's not the future. That's a scam. That's a Ponzi scheme. Really? That's what we talking about? We're going to listen to dudes that tell us that digital currency, the blockchain. Listen, your kids are using digital currency to buy skins in Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, to what's the other joint? Fortnite. They're using digital currency for that. They're going to you if you got a kid that plays these games, they beating you in the head all day. Ma, let me get your credit card so I could buy V-Bucks, so I could buy digital coins for this. But when it comes to us, it's not real. It's fake. They don't use it no more when it comes to black people. That's how this shit is working. Come on, man. This is the number one reason that black men are always at the bottom, because we believe bullshit. We believe in jobs. We believe in 401ks. We believe in Social Security. We believe in everything that's designed to screw us over. And that's why we losing. Listen, all that bullshit talk, the Fibonacci line, well, based on the trajectory of this investment and based on the double bottom and based on the activity that the market previously did, get the fuck out of here. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit language to distract you. The bottom line is whenever they want the market to go up, it goes up. And whenever it wants to go make it go down, they make it go down. Does basically put a fire emoji in the chat if you know who Jerome Powell is. Put a fire emoji. If you don't believe, this is what I'm saying, yo, BMT. Nobody has to believe me. As a matter of fact, assume I'm a liar. Assume I'm lying. But put a fire emoji if you know who Jerome Powell is in the chat. My man Otaku.
They're getting putting fires.
Let's go. Do you know who Jerome Powell is? This man is the head of the Fed. This motherfucker decides if the market is going to go up or down. He decides that. He decides. Basically, check this out. BMT. You know they've been raising the interest rates for almost a year. Yo, BMT, do you understand that in order for the economy in the United States to get right, do you know what is necessary? They have to lay off millions of workers. This is the stuff that they be talking about, but these people here don't watch because it's not the Kardashians, you know. It's not, Bad Girls Club. It's not, Baddies East. You know what I'm saying? So they don't give a fuck about it, right? But Jerome Powell is the man that is basically pushing raising these interest rates so you can be fired, you can live on the street, you could get evicted from your home, you can get foreclosed on your house, you can get your car repossessed. They need you poorer so they can live better. But again, assume I'm a liar and I don't know what I'm talking about. Go investigate this shit for yourself. Jerome Powell decides that you're going to be poorer. So you know how you got those 2 jobs right now and you still can't make ends meet? You know how when you get your check on the first and you say, well, with this check, I'm going to pay the rent. And then with my next check, I'll get the light bill and the cell phone bill. You know how you doing that right now? You know how you basically, when you know, your money in your bank account is low. So your bank starts paying bills for you that you didn't ask it to pay for, so they can charge you overdraft fees. You know that shit. Your man Jerome Powell is responsible for that. He's making that possible because they need you poorer. That's how America works. Like, I don't think people understand that. Guys, America works based on the poor people. The more poor people there are, the better the elites live. That's why you're struggling every day. That's why your job doesn't pay you shit. That's why you need another job. That's why your rent is out of control. That's why you can't afford a house, because poverty is their energy. Debt is their energy. That's why they got black women. Yeah, that's why they got black women paying all these ridiculous college fees. They lied to our chicks, fam. Got them thinking, oh, if you go get this psychology degree, if you go get this liberal arts degree, you gonna be winning. You can tell men you don't need them and all of that. So why are so many black women who have college degrees on OnlyFans? They went and got college degrees so they wouldn't sell their ass, and now they selling their ass because they got college degrees.
I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of women are doing OnlyFans, not just black women, just to be fair.
No, I understand, but I'm talking about us, right? See, when white people are helping white people, they talk about white people, right? The Palestinians are fighting against the Israelis, they talk about Palestinians. Right? The Israelis are fighting against them. They talking about Israelis. We the only group of people that want to include everybody in on our shit. Right? We black. We talk about black and brown coalition, but nobody gives a fuck about us. You see what I'm saying? So I'm talking about black people, not colored people, not persons of color. Not the rainbow, black people, yo, black. Fuck all of that other shit. Because when the Jews are talking about their people, they talking about Jews. They don't say what about black people. When Italians are talking about Italians, they're talking about Italian shit. They're not talking about we need to help black people too. I'm talking about us. And the bottom line is our black women, they accepted the call of that school shit. They basically said, I'm getting this college degree, so I don't have to sell my ass. But now they selling their ass because they got a college degree. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, bro. And this is what I'm saying. Like basically, black men have to understand. You know what I'm saying? Black men have to understand, right? Hold on. Dude says,
J Maz said, why you not in Africa then, bro? You in Thailand with all these black people talk.
Oh, okay. Now, here's the crazy shit, right? This is the crazy shit that I don't this is another stupid thing about black people, right? Black people believe that black people only live in Africa. Like, holy shit, you never been to Bahia before? You never been, you in Colombia right now. How many black women are in Colombia right now?
Plenty, bro. Plenty.
This is what I'm saying. Plenty. What the fuck are you talking about? So we only gotta sit in Africa? We only can go there. You see what I'm saying? It's tons of black people all over the fucking world. But we gotta go to Africa. There's no other way to do this shit. Just go to Africa. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about, bro? It's a bunch of black women.
Cook them.
Listen, it's
cooking out here, okay?
Ass, chocolate, Thai ladies out here as well.
Facts.
So get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, why, first of all, I am gonna go to Africa, right? But why I fucking gotta go there to live to make you happy? I like it here. That's why I'm here. I like it here. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Yo, what's wrong with these dudes, bro? Like, listen, and this is what I'm saying, bro. Black men have been trained to lose, right? One of the crazy things about black dudes is and this shit is bugging me out. They worrying about what you're doing with your money, and they're trying to dick police you and shit.
I
Right
don't
now,
understand it, bro. That
yeah,
comes in particular with us as black men, and we the only ones that have to deal with that. That
yeah.
plantation, bro, mentality, bro. Like you worried about somebody's pockets, you pocket checking somebody, and then you worrying about what they do with with their own Johnson. I'm like, bro, I just don't understand it, bro. We the only
Mhm.
men on the planet that think that way.
Exactly. You know why? Because a lot of these dudes was raised by bitter ass single mothers, right? So they got
Mm-hmm.
that estrogen in them. And that's why they
Mm-hmm.
want to dick police other dudes, right? So
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, um, you got these grifters and shit trying to keep you in the matrix. Oh, why you gotta travel to be with other girls? You just scared of women here. You can't handle them and shit like that. But really, what they trying to do is they trying to keep you in the fucking matrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I'm out here and it's a ton of white men out here. Motherfuckers be older than dirt, look like they getting ready to die, and they be with some of the youngest pretty Thai girls. And I be like, where the fuck is the anger for that? Why is nobody exploding about these old ass white men with these young, pretty ass Thai girls? Why is nobody exploding about
Mm-hmm.
that? But me and you, BMT, we out here like, yo, what's up? We in time. Oh, why y'all niggas gotta go over there? Y'all scared of real women. Y'all just want third world women with that window shoe. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, you talking crazy. You talking crazy. And this is what I'm saying. Black men, they don't want to win. They
Mm-hmm.
just want to complain about losing. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying? Right?
whoa,
They don't want to
whoa.
win. They
That's
just want to
cold.
complain. Yeah, man.
That's a
Like
bar.
this is
That's
what
a
it is.
bar.
Yeah, they don't want to win. They just want to complain about losing, right? They
Mm-hmm.
don't want to get out of the matrix. They
Mm-hmm.
just don't want the slave master to whoop their ass 5 days a week. They're fine with 3 days. You can whip me for 3 days, but why five? That's what
Mm-hmm.
they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And we not on that with you. We not on that with you. We came to win this game. So, like I say, you don't have to believe nothing I'm saying. You can disagree with everything I'm saying. Just go do your own due diligence, and
Mm-hmm.
basically either you gonna come back and say, I watched Bloomberg, I watched Fox Business, I watched CNBC, and you're a fucking liar, or you're gonna say, damn, this shit makes sense. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. You know?
Let me catch the super chat real quick by Dahan Menzies with the five super chat. He says they are deliberately destroying America to create a one world government and one world currency. We've been hearing about that for a very long time, but appreciate
I
that
disagree.
super chat.
I
Okay,
disagree.
go.
I
Okay.
think the world is tired of America's bullshit. I think that
Mm-hmm.
America
Mm-hmm.
and Great Britain and the Western world is responsible for the poverty and the financial displacement of so many other nations, right? And this is what I'm saying. The West time is done. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
know the saying, the meek shall inherit the earth. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Africa is one of the major hubs for that particular quote, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Africa is doing a lot of innovative things with cryptocurrency. A lot of people are
Mm-hmm.
going there to work with crypto and build over there. So I believe that saying the meek shall inherit the earth, they're referring to Africa and these third world nations because they remember a lot of these nations are the unbanked. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of these nations are unbanked. They don't have banks. So they have the freedom to participate in cryptocurrency. And this is why El Salvador is buying as
El
much
Salvador. Yep.
crypto as it can, right? This is why Africa is using XLM and other Cardano and different other cryptos or whatever, right? Because they are free to do it. They're not attached to a banking system. So they're free to use cryptocurrency. And that's why I think that what's happening is you're watching the world is getting tired of America's shit. That's what the BRICS nations is about. That's what crypto is about. The day of the old white man hoarding all the wealth, That day is dying. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why America is mad, because how does America control the world? It controls them through their money. Well, if you don't do what we say, we're going to enact sanctions and you're not going to be able to buy. Well, you see how sanctions worked against Russia, right? Russia said, fuck you. I'm going to use crypto and I'm going around you. So fuck you. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But back in
Mm-hmm.
the day, everybody used to be afraid of the United States, right? If
Mm-hmm.
they was like, yo, we going to dump these sanctions on you, everybody be like, all right, man, what you want us to do? But now with the advent of crypto, everybody's saying, fuck y'all. We doing our own thing. We're going to use this Ethereum and we're going to buy this. We're going to use this Bitcoin and we're going to buy this. And that's the problem. The United States is using their power. They're losing their power because all they had was to control people through sanctions, through their money. Well,
Mm-hmm.
now people are using other forms of currency. So what power do they have? You
Mm.
know?
That's real. I want to give a shout out to John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. Okay. With the $2 super chat. He says, what are your thoughts about the BRICS currency?
I just said it. Like everybody is tired of America's shit. We know that if this was 15, 20 years ago, nobody would have ever thought. Nobody would have ever thought to go against or challenge the United States 15, 20 years ago. But now they see the weakness in them and they're basically saying, you know what, fuck that. We're gonna create this new currency and we're gonna do our own thing. Now keep in mind, Muammar
Mm-hmm.
Gaddafi got murdered for this, right? Because Muammar Gaddafi was the first person. He wanted to unite Africa and he wanted to create his own currency based on the gold, on the gold that they have in Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you
Mm-hmm.
remember Hillary Clinton. You remember she did, we came, we saw, he died, and she laughed at his death.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that was the penalty 15, 20 years ago if you tried to challenge the American dollar. And everybody was scared. But they're not scared anymore. They want that heat now. They want that drama. You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
over, man. It's over.
I want
Somebody
to. I
was
want to give
asking
a
for,
yeah. I want to give a
huh?
shout out to Dahan Menzies with the positive chat once again. He says Africa is still controlled by the Western nations, especially the World Bank and IMF.
Africa is starting to build. And I'm proud of
Mm-hmm.
them for that. They starting to build. They tired of the West shit too. Basically, America tried to go over there and threaten them over Russia. And this was, listen, this is the thing. Somebody was saying, one of them African dudes was saying, they was like, yo, listen, they telling us not to let Russia come over here and work with us and stuff like that. And they say, yo, Putin is welcome over here anytime. Again, would they have said that 15, 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Would they have said that 15, 20 years ago? This is a new day. Everybody sees that the United States is the old bitch in the club and she's trying to live off her past victories, but that's not popping no more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know them chicks. Back in the day, y'all was all on them. They wouldn't give you no love. They wasn't feeling you. Now they 35 and they got 3 kids and now they want all your attention. And you like, nah, I'm good. That's what the United
Mm-hmm.
States is. You know what I'm
I want to give. I
saying?
want. I want to give a shout out to Harold Jackson with $2 super chat. He says, "Give these guys that work, Ohim." Yeah, you working today, bro.
That's
We
it.
got tandem transportability. Says crypto cannot be fully controlled. All right.
Facts.
As Azaria BS, I can't pronounce the last name, brother. Apologies. He says the U.S. destroyed Venezuela with those sanctions. Venezuela cannot sell all the oil they have because of the sanctions. That's very true. It's very
Yeah.
true. But I think they're
Yeah.
speaking again now, though.
Well, that's the thing. Even with that, even with the desperate state that they were in, they're basically saying, "Yo,
Mm-hmm.
if we gonna do this, we gonna do this from a position of power." Because
Mm-hmm.
when the UAE decided, listen, when all those groups that's running the oil in the Middle East, when they decided, like, yo, we just gonna stop making barrels of oil, right? Like, and again, would they have done that 15, 20 years ago? No, right? But they decided we ain't gonna make no more oil. Then they tried to go to Venezuela. Venezuela was like, we starving and we hungry and all of that, but fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we rather starve than work with y'all because we know what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? So the world is getting tired of the United States. That's the bottom line. The world is getting tired of them, right? And crypto is a perfect example of that because crypto has no barrier to entry and nobody can control it. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to control you, right? Because they can't control crypto. They're going to try to control you. So if you try to off ramp and turn it into cash, they're going to try to control you that way. You see what I'm saying? But they can't do nothing to crypto. They've been trying to do it for years. The SEC tried to sue Solana and XRP. They lost both cases. They tried to stop Grayscale from starting a Bitcoin ETF, and they lost that case. It's nothing they can do. It's nothing they can do. They're trying to get rid of Binance, but they don't have no jurisdiction over it. And nobody's listening to them. Yo, in New York, you can't buy crypto, right? You can only use Coinbase, but you don't have access to decentralized exchanges. Now, BMT, you think that's stopping anybody in New York from buying cryptocurrency? Nobody gives a
Hold
fuck.
on. Let me catch the super chat, and I want to bring on a guest. Shout out to the Han Menzies with a super chat. He says Zimbabwe is still under sanctions. All right, fam.
Russia is too.
I gotta bring on the heavyweight. Oh, hey, you've been talking your shit. Like I gotta bring on the heavyweight, bro, because you've been talking cash money out here. Hold on, let's see. We got my man Kev in the building.
We walking slowly.
Oh,
fellas, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling this morning, man? Y'all woke me up early, man. I'm on the West Coast. What's going on?
Hey, man. We talking about crypto, your favorite subject, brother.
I was drinking Cutwaters last night. Maybe at the market. You know what I mean? What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Well, I want to introduce you to. Are you familiar with Oheen of the Crypto Game Podcast?
No, I'm not, brother. Good morning to you, though.
Morning.
Peace and respect to you, brother.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about stocks lately. I know you're just tuning in. Of course, he's pro crypto gang and everything, but I know you had a lot to say about guys investing in crypto.
Yes, I did. As always, I do. And my stance is always to secure a foundation before you dabble into things that are going to be a lot more risky than the stock market. But I haven't seen the show. I've been watching the show. I just got your message, bro. So I just
you mentioned something about 401k. You said the safeguard is just to go ahead and get a 401k. Oheen, what did you say about 401ks earlier in the show?
I say fuck 401ks. That's what I say. I worked for the Board of Education for 15 years, and they took my money and they put it in a 401k. And when I looked at it 15 years later, it was for shit. And when I brought cryptocurrency, it ran tracks around it. I was basically touching close to $1 million with my investment. So basically, what these 401ks do, they're big hedge funds. They take all the money from the employees and they go and they invest hundreds of millions of dollars. They make hundreds of millions of dollars, and then they leave you with scraps. Right. So basically they leave you with enough. I've never met anybody who got rich off of 401k or basically live comfortably in retirement. They still had to get a 9 to 5, like for, basically and do a couple hours to make ends meet. So what I'm saying is this government, this system, it's all designed to work against you to keep you poor. Now, again, when I'm saying investing in cryptocurrency, I'm not telling you to put your mortgage in there. Don't put your car note. Don't put your child's college tuition in there. Put the money that you was going to blow and do something stupid with anyway. Learn about staking in crypto, because that's how we're making money right now. Our money basically our staking rewards. Basically, we make money in our sleep. We make our money works for us. That's one of the reasons I'm living here now, is because of my staking rewards. So I don't believe in Social Security. I don't believe in 401ks. I don't believe anything that is government orchestrated, because it's all designed to work against us. It's all designed to keep us poor. It's all designed to keep us in poverty. That's how I feel about it.
And that's an awesome stance, man. And a lot of things you did say are accurate. But let me ask the tough questions now. Let's get to the bottom of it, right? The thing, as us as people, even as regular consumers, we don't pay attention to our finances. I could ask you a bunch of questions about your 401k. You wouldn't even know anything about it. Like what type of 401k you had, how much returns were you anticipating are coming back every year. Did you
I
meet
had
those
a
goals
set
within
and I
5
had a
years?
variable. I put in
Okay.
multiple. So I had set
Mhm.
and I had variables,
And what was
right?
your
Because I
anticipated
thought
return every
I'm gonna
year?
I said I was gonna play both sides of the fence, right?
But what was your
Because like you
anticipated
said,
return every year? I'm just
my
straight off.
antici-
What did they tell you was your
basically
anticipated return was going to be?
the anticipated was ranging between 5 and 9%, and I thought
Mhm.
that was bullshit. But when I
Well,
do mines with cryptocurrency, I'm getting back 15%. I'm getting back 20%. In
mhm,
my portfolio, even with the crypto market being down,
mhm.
my staking rewards were consistent. So I was making money off of my staking, even with the crypto market being down. And it was still more than the 401k that I had.
Okay. All right. So let's do this then. All right. For the people who don't, I was gonna be honest with you, and I want everybody to understand what I'm talking about, because a lot of people don't understand financial literacy, especially amongst us Black people. You're talking about staking a claim, in crypto versus us staking a claim or making our money in 401k. And I'm gonna explain to you very simply why we don't understand what we're doing. Right? When you stake your claim in crypto and you go to take your money out, what is the taxable? What is the government going to tax you for taking that money out? We don't know.
If
Just
it's
what?
less than a year, it's going to be 30% or to 37%. If it's over a year, it's capital gains, which is going to be 20%.
I don't pay any of that. I don't
That's
pay any of
fine.
that. That's first thing, right? I don't pay any of that. So on the
I don't
back
either.
end,
I'm
you're
I
gonna
don't
be paid.
either.
Someone's gonna pay that on the back end, right? I've already paid it on the front end. So first off, my first concession is always looking at taxes. What fees and taxes I'm gonna pay. You're saying that the government's
Okay.
taking it from us, right? So we look at first things first. You got to pay taxes. So you're already paying the government. Hence, last show I said crypto is not decentralized. You're gonna pay that tax. Secondly, you're looking at 15. You're saying 12 to 15% in crypto, right? Compared to 9% to 7% in the 401k. Well, my stance was last time when I was on this show with you, I told you what? I said grind for a year, 2 years, max out your 401k, and then go off and do what you got to do, right? And then you go off and you put your money into crypto or whatever strategy you want to do. Why am I saying that? It's because you are staking. You have a foundation. 401k is not meant to take you and make you a millionaire when you're 60, 50, 70, 60, or whatever. What I'm talking about is a foundation. You got guys running around this earth right now, young guys that don't have no foundation, and they're leaning on crypto to think that that's going to carry them until they're 60, 70 years old. And we don't even know if that's the fact yet, because crypto hasn't even been around that long yet. So right now we're comparing pipe dreams to reality. And I look at my 401k portfolio right now. Has it done 9% every year? No, it has not. It's done some years 4%, some years 5%, some years 2%, right? But at the end of the day, I know my money is there and it's not going to go nowhere. It's secure, and it's going to be there. Now, I told my man in the last show, 2 years, max out your 401k, then go live your life. Go invest in crypto. Go be a crypto bro. Go to other countries and all that stuff, because you got a foundation. And I think a lot of guys aren't talking about that. Cryptocurrency is not a foundation. It's a ways to, like you said, stake to make money, but it's not a foundation. It's going to be around long term, as everyone said it is. And I'm not here to stop it. But what I'm here is to really educate guys on literacy. Yes, you said 15 years. How much money did you have after your 15 years? Did you have any money? Did you make any money? Talk about that. How much money did you make? And then off that money, it's up to your financial responsibility to take that money and then take it to the next level. See, this country isn't built on just the first play. It's built on the fifth play, the sixth play, the seventh play, right? So we got to
Mm.
get that first play. Every investor out here has had that first play to get them that first bag to take them to that first level, right? Once you get to that first level, then what? What do we do? We're not talking about that. I've had $100,000 cash. I asked my man right here when I moved to Cali. I had 100,000, and I'm sitting in my house and I'm scared to death because I don't know what to do. I got all this money, all these resources, and guys don't know what to do. So we gotta first say those 2 years while you at home, you can't do nothing because you putting all your money in your 401k account. You on the internet reading book. You on the internet. You reading books. You finding out about your financial literacy, and then you going into it. I'm not running from crypto. All right, it's here to stay. We all know that. But to stake that against a 401k because you're talking about the government is already in your pocket, bro. You don't even know it. They're in our pockets already. Do YouTube, do anything we do, the government is there to tax us. Boom, 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 off rip. We talking about fees and all that. Make the play, bro. Just make the play. I'm telling you, if you and right now, I know you're in crypto, but I implore you, go to a Charles Schwab, go to any of these people. And if you have money to put into a 401k, you do it with them. Do it with a commercial investor, and you see how much money you get back. See how much your return
See,
is.
it's
Yeah.
interesting that you said Charles Schwab
I'm just throwing
because
anybody out there.
Charles,
It could be anybody.
Charles Schwab, BlackRock, Invesco,
Mhm,
Grayscale,
mhm,
Ark Invest, all in a ton of other companies. They are all heavily invested in spot Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs. So,
Mm-hmm.
as I say, you don't have to listen to me on this.
mhm,
You basically pay attention to what the $10 trillion company BlackRock is doing, right? So,
mhm,
now to go back to what you said about working and maxing out your 401k for 2 years,
mhm,
let me tell you a story. When I was a teacher in New York, I remember one day I took the kids on a trip to Central Park. And I'm at work with all of these kids, but I'm looking at all of these white people. And
I'm
they
from
are
Harlem too,
just
so
sitting in the park
yeah, I know.
and they're
I seen
reading
it.
books or they're jogging or they're doing whatever they want to do.
Mhm,
And I'm sitting there thinking, why the fuck am I not doing that? What is it
Mm.
that they're doing that, see, because you're talking about work, but they're not working. Their money is working for them. And my thing is, they're not maxing out their 401k. They're living their lives. Their money is working for them. So my thing is, how do we do that? Right? Fuck this work shit because we've been doing that forever. That's all we've been told from the time we were kids, get a job. But these
Mm.
people are learning how to make their money work for them. And this is why crypto is the future because our money is literally working for us. I told BMT before you got on, I just made $8,000 watching a jazz festival over at Pattaya Beach. Just
Mm.
sitting on my ass watching somebody play a saxophone. I made 8 racks. And we doing that consistently every day. Now, again, I'm not telling anybody to take all of their funds and throw it into crypto. Do not take your life savings. Do not take your 401k. Do not take your mortgage or your car note or whatever. Do that. But the money that you're gonna bullshit away, go ahead and invest that in crypto because the bottom line is I've never seen anybody get rich off of 401k. I've never seen that. And if you have, let me know because I've never seen anybody get rich off of 401k. I've never seen anybody get rich off a job. I've never seen that. But people who break away from the rat race, from that system, I've seen them get rich. That's why we living as expats in other countries right now. That's why we're traveling and doing whatever we want because we broke out of that rat race. And it definitely had nothing to do with a 401k. It definitely had nothing to do
Mm.
with it.
mm.
Hey, let me,
All
hold,
right,
hold
so
on, Kev. Hold on, Kev. Let me catch these super
I,
chats. So I don't want to get too.
I,
I got 2 cats from New York, man. You already know. Shout out to my man Mark Ray with the $4.99 super chat. He says crypto plus passport plus DCA equals freedom. What's DCA, Hossein? You know
Oh,
what DCA is?
what is DCA, Mark
Yeah,
Ray?
yeah. We
I
don't
know
know what
I
that
don't
crypto
know.
is.
plus
So
passport is equal free.
yeah, I know what that is.
But
All right, we got this the Han Menzies with the $20 super chat. Man, I really appreciate it. That's the second super chat. He said, this guy's delusional. He thinks crypto is the answer to everything. The Europeans literally control the world through the IMF and World Bank and even have a proxy wars across the world. Do you think crypto, or why do you think crypto can't be controlled? All
It's
right.
not, they're not going to control crypto. They're going to control you. They're going to take the money from you like they're doing now. You see how they're taking your tax dollars and sending it to Ukraine and sending it to Israel and giving it to the alphabet community and giving it to the illegal aliens. They're not going to control crypto. They're going to control you. That's what this is about. Like I said, America works through your poverty. America, if you're not struggling and suffering, America's not doing well. If you're not living on the street, if you're not in debt, if you're not living paycheck to paycheck, America doesn't thrive. That's why Jerome Powell is raising the interest rates as rapidly as possible so you can lose your job and you can live in squalor. All right. They're not going to do with crypto because the blockchain is immutable. What they're going to do is they're going to take it from you like they're doing it now.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to my man Roll the Tape with a $9.99 super chat. He says, good show, BMT. I hope the bros are listening and doing their research.
Facts.
Shout out to my man Roll the Tape, man, in the building. All right, I got Diamond Jim 55 with the I think that's 120. I think that's a peso. I don't know what currency that. That's why you gotta love being a passport, bros. We don't even be knowing what currencies they donate in. He said these white folks will blow up everything before they lose the top spot. Shout
Diamond
out to
Jim,
Diamond
I agree.
Jim 55.
I agree.
All right, Kev, you want to respond?
Yeah, I'm gonna respond, man. First and foremost, you're talking about these companies that are coming into crypto, and like I said in the last show with you, bro, like that's not gonna be the answer. You know what I mean? But the first to answer your first or to rebuttal your first question, when you went through Central Park and you seen all these folks out there, I seen it too. I'm from Harlem. I seen it. 118th, right by Central Park. Like I said before, bro, they on a fifth, sixth, seventh play, and that's the difference. That's old money. We looking at Central Park. That's old money that has been making money since before we've been here. Our daddy's been here. Our mommy's been here since they've been back there and down there in slavery. But to step up to what you're saying about BlackRock and all that stuff, bro. Like I said in the last show, and I'm going to play the bad guy because I got to, because I gotta tell people what it is, man. These big companies aren't coming into Bitcoin to do anything but control the currency, and that's all it is, and that's the play. And they see money, they need returns. Those companies aren't jumping into anything that they don't see returns from. And if you can't control the returns, then why jump into it? That's the level that they're playing at. I work for a company called Tricon. This is a true story. Work for a company called Tricon, and they started out by their CEO going to foreign investors, coming back with cash and buying houses the same way BlackRock did. These companies are not helping Bitcoin or the blockchain or anything you guys say. They did to control it and to manipulate price, plain and simple, to make returns and to make money. Bitcoin is just another frontier for them to come in and do that. And that's the honest truth. We can sit here and talk about.
I agree.
We can sit here and talk about. And then my last point about the 401k. The 401k is not there to make you rich. It's there for a foundation. It's there for another ways of making money. It's supposed to be there to coincide with something like a social security, but we all know in the financial world what that means. It's not going to happen. So what I'm telling guys is this, and I'm piggybacking off what you're saying too. Have a foundation. Don't just come out. You saying you don't want to work. How are we gonna get the funds? Go out there, get educated, bust your ass, because this is what the white boys do. I'm in California. I see it every day. They go to a Stanford. They go to one of these big colleges. They don't even be great at what they do. They got the name behind them. They come out. They got the networking. They work for 2, 3, 4 years hard, and then they relax for the rest of their career. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. But we as black folks, we don't understand that. We don't have the mental, we don't have the literacy. You talking about the country does good when black or poor folks doing bad. Why is that? Explain it. We don't know. It's called, you know what it's called? It's too much money in the economy, and the dollar's overinflated. So in order to stop inflation, you have to cut jobs. Plain and simple. That's what it is. When the Fed came out 6 months ago and said we raising the interest rates, and they said it to us, and we're not understanding it. The Fed's saying the only way to slash hiking interest is to slash jobs. There's too much money in the economy. That doesn't mean just us as poor folks. We can go out and be rich and have investments and make interest off of things. But we don't want the slow money. That's our problem. We don't want the slow money. We want the crypto blow to tell us that we're gonna blow up in a year. We want the guy, we want the guru to come and tell us that, oh, we put our money in this cryptocurrency, in 6 months we're gonna be millionaires. That's what we feeding into. And you know what? As long as we're gonna feed into that, right? The big boys is gonna look and say, all right, yeah, they right now. Everybody putting their money in. It's a game. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world, and we making money now. But like I said, once the big boys step in and they start to control it, because that's what's gonna happen. You talking about ain't no control of crypto. It is a control of crypto because Bitcoin, as we established in the previous shows, only moves when there's a lack of availability. When there's a lack of movement in Bitcoin, the lack of availability, the price shoots up. And who controls it? Whoever has the most amount. And you can look through the research and find out who's buying up all this cryptocurrency. It ain't us. It ain't black folks. It ain't folks in Thailand like yourself making your money. It's BlackRock. It's the big corporations. And before long, in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to be sitting here like, oh, man, crypto was a great idea. But boom, boom, boom. And it's happening all across this country. You got BlackRock buying into cannabis space. You got to buy into energy. If you're looking at, and this is what I'm trying to tell guys, you got to look past just this. You got to look at commodities, gold, and everything. If you look at this yesterday, a huge report came out that the cash crops in the Midwest is less than half. That means, okay, 1 second. Less than half, guys. That because they had like 15 days of over 100 degrees of heat. What is that going to mean come January, February, March, when the crops have to be sold? That means that price is going to go up. That's logical thinking. If I'm with a hedge fund, like you said, a hedge fund like a 401k that can foresee that based off that information, I don't got to do that, make me a profit. What am I running around going to a Bitcoin this and trying to get my money out of here and this wallet and this dude? Why am I making my life hard? Let me make my thing easy so I can make my money and move around this earth. That's it. That's all I want to do. I don't want it complicated. So I think we both seeing it, but it's a stigma, and I'm gonna call it what it is. Like I said before, and I'm gonna reiterate this: it's the biggest scheme, Ponzi scheme in the world. This Bitcoin it's not controlled by us, and as soon as they found out a way, this is what it was when it first came out. It was awesome, deregulated, anybody could buy it. Had to jump through hoops. I was there in New York. Occupy Wall Street. I was there, like you was. We was all there. We saw them in front of the Trump Towers, right? The hips to sleeping in front of the Trump Towers, talking about deregulate the system. And they came out with Bitcoin. I was there, bro. But now it's not that no more. It's about making money. It's flash. It's about Vegas. It's about all this stuff that don't got nothing to do with what Bitcoin was. So it's a joke. Just get your money, get out of there, go run for the hills. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want real quick. Oh, hey, before you respond, I know you got a lot to say. Hold on one second. I want to give a shout out to Black Ram. He's in the building as well. Shout out to Black Ram. Harold Jackson with the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. He says, I worked for a hedge fund for 11 years. 401k are for the people that runs them. Nobody at my job has 401k. They let their money work in different ways.
There you go.
Right?
Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
So,
but he works in that sector, so he knows where he put his money at. If I'm Joe Blow who works as a janitor, I don't know where to put my money at. So I'm gonna put my money in the 401k. Right? I'm not saying this. Let me get this straight. I'm not saying put your money in 401k, retire to a beach when you turn 65. That's not gonna happen, bro. But what I'm saying is put your money in it 2 years, get you 50, 60K, and then you go get your investment property, or you go get into crypto, or you look at your decision. But for guys that saying that don't want to, like you said, why am I working? This is a way to show something for the work that you've been did for at least 2 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? At least 2 years. So that's all I'm saying. I'm giving guys a platform because, like I said before, it's not the first play that's gonna make you a millionaire, bro. It's the 4th, 5th, 6th play, and you got to get to those plays. So how do you do that? How do you tell a guy making $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year to, like, after bills, after car payment, if you got a chick, if you got a kid, what you gonna tell them to do with that money? And then it's gonna be taxed on the back end. They don't know about that. Oh yeah, we're not talking about the taxes yet. So that's all I'm saying, guys. Start learning. Start from somewhere. Get your foundation. That's all I'm saying.
So basically, to respond to that, crypto is, I believe, 15 years old. So from its inception to now, it has been integrated into mainstream society. Now, the crypto market going down into the crypto winter, it wasn't even real. It was manipulated, and we saw that by the testimony of on Sam Bankman-Fried's trial. Carolyn Ellison basically spoke to the reality that the crypto market was being manipulated, and it was basically being encouraged by financial institutions and even sectors of the government. So we already know that Bitcoin should probably be well over $200,000 by now, but because they wanted to get their wealthy buddies in, they went and they manipulated the market. This is you don't have to believe me. Did you see the Sam Bankman-Fried trial? Did you see the Sam Bankman-Fried trial?
I saw the Sam Bankman-Fried trial. And
Okay. Did you see Carolyn Ellison testify?
See, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's a totally different scenario.
Did you see her testify?
I saw her testify.
Okay. And you saw when she was talking about how they were manipulating the market. So this is not even a question of, oh, we're looking at the natural ebb and flows of the market, because it's not that. It's a bunch of motherfucking schemers and scammers doing illegal shit. That's why we don't believe in the system. That's why we don't believe in 401ks, because it's all illegal shit. And she testified to that under oath in court. So we don't believe in this system. We don't believe in none of this shit, because we see that it's all a scam and it's all bullshit. Cryptocurrency is the future. We don't give a fuck that they coming in to do whatever, because all we know is they're going to take it to over $15 trillion, and we're going to go with that. We don't give a fuck about the morality of it. We don't give a fuck what it was supposed to be or what it was supposed to do. I just want my money. That's all I care about.
And that's why you're going to, and that's why it's going to fail, bro. You got that.
Well, I'm living
in the stock market
and doing shit. So if that's failing, I want to fail, right?
Okay,
if I can live here in this beautiful scenery and enjoy my life, then I want to fail. That's what I want to do.
Okay, so you enjoy that. You enjoy that.
Look how I'm living,
you enjoy that. You enjoy that for the next 10 years. And you talk, but you talking about. I'm in Cali right now. You talking about Cali. You started this off talking about Cali. Okay,
right? You paying them high ass taxes in Cali.
Yes, I am.
I'm over here living my best life. So if I can do that and fail, then I'm gonna fail then, because I don't want to live in Cali with all of them bullshit ass rents and that fucking high ass gas. You can keep that, fam. Keep that, fam. Keep that.
I'll keep it, bro. What I'm saying is this: 5 to 7 years, when you fall off the cliff and you looking up like I failed, but I lived my life for 5 years. It's not about right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You just said, hold on. You just said in your last comment, you said you was in the park and you seen these old people sitting there relaxing, enjoying their life. Well, young people that don't look like us, right? Don't look like us, right? It was white people that was chilling in the park, living life, enjoying themselves, right? What I'm telling you is right now, crypto is not even showing us that it can do that for us. I'm not looking for 5-10 years down the road, bro. I'm looking for 20-50 years down the road. That's the money I'm talking about. You talking about?
You can watch Bloomberg. You could watch CNBC, you could watch Fox News, and you could watch how they talking about this shit. You could watch the government trying to regulate it.
It's not trying. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's not trying. It's regulating it.
So I guess you didn't
with Bitcoin. The whole exchange, the whole Sandberg situation showed us right there. That was the government needed to come in and sweep through and take over Bitcoin. Exchange. This is what the Sandberg trials. Let me explain something to y'all before because I want y'all to explain. Because a lot of people don't know what the Sandberg trials was. Sandberg was taking crypto from one account and spreading it across to other businesses. That's where the fraud was committed. There's no regulations to stop that man from doing that. Not just him. He's the biggest culprit, but there's tons of them. So you're telling me I'm supposed to now, with no regulation, nothing to stop this man from taking billions of dollars and putting it into other companies. But you know what? There's the FCC, there's the Trade Commission, there's all these things that's stopping Coca-Cola from saying, oh, you know what? We're gonna make a Coca-Cola or whatever and just spend money that way. That's all. But you know what? I'm a rock with people who got proven track records beyond 15 years. I want 100 years. When I backtrace and trade, bro, I'm not backtracing for 15 years or 15 days. I'm looking at history. I want history, bro. I don't want something to be like, yeah, you made $8,000, but it's a dude out there that lost 20 yesterday in crypto. And they like, oh, well, that's life.
Hey,
That's life, right?
fellas, hold on, real quick, fellas. Let me catch these super chats. So I don't want to get too
Yeah, my
far
bad. Go ahead.
behind. I want to give a shout out to the Black Cleaner Restore with $2 super chat again. I really appreciate that. He says crypto, stock, real estate. The opposite word is market, supply and demand. Black folks is the demand. We need to be the supplier. Learn to produce instead of consume.
That's it. That's the answer right there. That's the best comment of the day.
Did he just say the SEC?
Whoever.
Is that what you said?
Whoever. SEC, whoever.
All right.
Whoever.
So you, in your opinion,
mm-hmm.
Everything that you just attributed to cryptocurrency, that doesn't happen in the stock market. So there was no Bernie Madoff. There was no.
Oh, yeah, it was.
No.
It was.
It
was.
So what are we talking about here? It's
but you know what? But you know what the difference is? The banks is in the stock market too. So I'm gonna jump in with them.
The banks are not in crypto. The banks are not in crypto.
Oh, they're not. They are in crypto. They come in. If they're not already in,
what
they are.
Talking about?
So what we talking about? Do you understand what that means? Okay, when a bank comes into crypto, what does that mean for crypto? You think it's gonna shoot it, right? No, it doesn't. Banks don't come into a market to allow it to shoot higher. Banks take positions to sell. Right? Right?
I'm gonna tell you why.
They short. They call. So this is I put it to my point. Let me just explain my point, and I'm gonna let you rebuttal that. This is what banks are gonna do, and it's not a if or should or I'm thinking or this is in the air. This is what they do every day to markets. They come in, they short what they want to short, and they call what they want to call. Short means they stack out a price, they force it to fall. They mean they stack out a price and they force it to go up. That's the game, and you're not seeing it. When BlackRock comes in and buys 40% of the Bitcoin population, I'm talking about 40%. They own 40% of Bitcoin. You can't now manipulate that. They can't manipulate the price of Bitcoin now. They can, dude. It's a joke. This is what.
Of course they did.
So why am I going to invest with you? Why am I going to put my money with Bitcoin? Why won't I just go straight to BlackRock and buy their stock and rock with them? That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a facade, fam. I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't control anything. You made your 8K yesterday, bro. You're gonna make it today. I'm happy for you, bro. But okay, you made it. I'm so happy. First off, I love it. I love to hear it. But what I'm saying is, guys, is wake up and look at the writing on the wall. These banks don't come into these markets to sit around and be like, we're gonna improve the Bitcoin. We're gonna improve blockchain for everybody. We're gonna make this thing amazing. They come in for money. They coming in for dollars, bro. And the only way they can contribute that.
What you think we here for?
But they got more money than us. What are you talking about? So
hold on, guys. Real quick.
Hold on. Let me say one more thing. What I'm saying is, what's the point? We can jump in. We can put our money into the crypto. That's awesome. Invest and take it. What I'm saying is, when BlackRock and these companies come in and they jump into the market, what they're doing right now is they are doing it for themselves to control when they make money and when they don't make money. That's the whole facade. So if we know that from the stock market, why am I going to jump into crypto and do the same thing? Why won't I just leave my money in the stock market and let? That's my question.
I'm gonna tell you why. The reason you want to do it in crypto and not in the stock market is because you have already been priced out of the stock market. You can't buy 100,000 shares of anything in the stock market because we don't have the funds to do that. But in crypto, the reason they were mad is because there is no barrier to entry. And a number of black men jumped in because they had the mindset of, what the fuck do I have to lose? I already got a bullshit job. I'm already struggling. What do I have to lose by buying some crypto? The reason that crypto is going to run is because they need to price everybody that comes in late out of the market. They don't want you to be able to buy an XLM coin. They don't want you to be able to buy an XRP coin. So they have to price you out. So they have to make these numbers run before they make it sit. Does that make sense to you? Or like, you think they really want a bunch of people to be able to buy XRP? You think they really want people to be able to buy Ethereum and Bitcoin? No, they want to price you out of the market. So if you are in with us now, congratulations. If you turn around 3 years from now and say, wow, I probably need to buy into it, you're too late. It's just like in New York with the taxi drivers. right? They basically, the medallions used to be $10. The taxi driver medallions were $10. People that got in early and got it for $10, they did great. When the white dude came through and he brought all the medallions and then he started charging 300,000 for it, anybody else was late to the game. They couldn't get in, right? So this is what crypto is going to do. You get in now, you fine. You wait, you going to be out of the game. The price has to go up in order to make sure that the retail investor does not get access to it. Let me know if that makes sense.
It
Yeah,
don't make sense.
Kev,
Oh.
hold on, real quick. Let me catch the super chats. I want to give a shout out to my man Flight Madness. He says, loving these big brain discussions. About to go outside, eat some Jing Jang barbecue. Definitely
Let's
missing
go.
Thailand. We'll be back soon. I
Let's
want to give
go.
a shout out to Harold Jackson, $2 super chat. He says, what happened with GME, AMC, and others with this government? All right.
Exactly. Criminals.
It's that time to follow our super chat. He says, BMT, where'd you get this dude from? Chase got into crypto and Bitcoin shot up to 65,000. Anyone heard of Coinbase? All right, Kev, you can respond.
Yeah, I was gonna respond, bro. I'm just gonna say this, man. You can buy fractions of Bitcoin. You can buy fractions of a stock. It doesn't matter. You can get into a stock with whatever money you have in your pocket. I mean, they've made retail investing readily available to anybody. But I agree with you saying as far as pricing us out the market. But we're not the ones that are going to be priced out of the market, man. I'm just going to tell you, a market needs people to come in. Like any scam, you need people on the bottom to fund it up. And if that doesn't indicate what it is, when guys open a business, right, and you go to get funding for your business, you have to allocate where the funding is going to go. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy a door. I'm going to put an alarm up. The money is going to go here. We have no way of no allocation of what Bitcoin is going to do, or what, no information on what it's going to do in the future. We all we're doing is looking at the past and thinking, okay, this is where our projection is going to be, right? So at this point, you're still in a environment that is wildly uncertain. And we get and Bitcoin Bobby said last year we supposed to be at 200,000, but you're not talking about China's manipulation. You're not talking about other countries' manipulation, Germany, France, things that people aren't talking about. We're not talking about that. Guys, wise up, get some financial literacy, and really look at this market. If you want to jump into Bitcoin, really do the research and look at your competitors, because I'm looking for consistent gains. I'm not looking for this could do happen today, this could happen tomorrow, and it don't happen. And then when you have those funds, see, this is the difference with the Bernie Madoffs and all that stuff in the stock markets, and when companies close, you got a government behind you. I mean, it ain't a great government. I'm not saying we live in the whatever. We'll get into that. We have a government behind you with some type of protection. These guys here, there's no protection. When that exchange closed, that's it. You out on your butt. There's no reparation. There's no going after somebody to get some money back. There's no nothing. And the government seeing that right now, and they're going to put things in place now to make it tougher. And that's just what it's going to be. But for you to sit here and say, hey, look, man, this is what I'm doing right now in crypto, you had to get to that point. You had to put some type of investment up. You had to make a change in your life. And that's all awesome, dude. But there's guys out here that love their job. They love their 9 to 5. They love being a janitor. They love being a security guard. They love being a teacher. They love being whatever it is. I work in IT. I love it. I love doing what I do. Do I make all the money in the world? I don't. But at the end of the day, I love what I do, and I'm not going to run from that, right? So for guys like that, what do you tell them? Oh, go get this coin, and then it disappears overnight, or it's pump and dumps, or there's constant steams in the market. You talk about Bernie Madoff, but I could tell somebody if one of my aunts come to me and says I want to put money in the stock market, where should I go? I'm telling them Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Look around your house, Clorox, Johnson and Johnson. All these companies have been rattled with fees and issues and all that, and they still continue to go on. Johnson and Johnson was created because off of their parents died and they took the inheritance and created that company, and it's been here for 200 years. I want to put my money in that because that's where the old money is. It ain't going nowhere else. Now we can sit here and talk about crypto and be all that good stuff, but what I'm saying is that the wolves are coming in. They see the potential. They see the money base. They see the hope. They see your dreams. They see you want to be millionaires. They see you want to retire to these countries. They all of that. And they know what? They're gonna use that against you. And they're gonna be like, yeah, keep pumping it in. Yeah, keep pumping it in. And we don't even see that they control the price. That's what it is. It's a scheme. It's a game. Same as the stock market. We know. Okay, cool. Holiday season coming up. They gonna shoot advertising dollars out there. They're gonna put all these companies I'm investing in is gonna pump up this market to make that profit. And I'm gonna be right there along the way. Fourth quarter, I'm looking at my stocks. They shooting. Everything's up right now until January 1st. I'm Gucci. I'm looking at it like boom. This is my time. So the rest of the year can be mediocre. End of the year, I'm looking at my returns to come in. That's the way of the world. But in crypto, it's the same thing. We could look at the crypto charts and look, the whole year has been trash until now. Why? Like I said before, man, the economy is slowing. Dollar's not moving. Nobody's moving crypto. So the dollar's going to shoot. They haven't done anything. The BlackRocks of the world, the traders, these banks, they haven't done anything to crypto. Crypto's only done it to crypto. And they know that. So once they know the formula to make crypto move, what's going to stop them from making it move or making it stop? Nothing. I broke it down in the last video. Collusion amongst banks, buying up most of the top supply of a coin, price control. They do it in stocks, but the only thing is we don't care about that because we're not invested in those companies. We didn't start at Johnson & Johnson and Coca-Cola, but we when we got that coin though, they made you feel like you was a partner, right? They said, yeah, get on the ground floor. You could be an investor. You could be part of the movement, right? What that sound like? That sound like a scam. No businessman comes into an office and says, yo, man, I need money for this, and this. This is the profit. This is what we're going to look at. This is how much money we're going to make in 10 years. Do you want to get in or not? That's business is not. Be a part of the, come on, man, bring your family, recruit all these people in. That sounds like a scam to me, bro. And that's what it is. And when the bottom falls out, we're going to be sitting here like, well, at least I made my money when I could. And like last time, like the last Bitcoin wave, when people jumped in, like my man BMT here, when he jumped in and that wave crashed, it's nobody, everybody, he looking around. Where's Bitcoin Bobby? Where's these guys at? They ain't nowhere to be found. I'm not talking about you, bro, because I'm offhand, bro, you making 8,000 the other night. I'm interested in that. Can I get some time? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's reality we living in. When the stuff crashes, there's none of these gurus around. We can't find nobody to tell us what's going on. But
interestingly enough,
I'm always here, baby. I'm always here. But bro.
Yo, Kev, you was rubbing it in my face too, bro. He was like, "Where Bitcoin Bobby at? Where Bitcoin Bobby at?"
Man, no, I'm your man. I'm gonna be with you when you up here and when you down here. We're gonna rock forever. Right. And that's why, bro, I'm here to learn. So you know what I mean?
And real quick, the star 7311 with a $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate it. He says, Ohim, don't save him. He don't want to be saved.
Shout out to you, Restar, bro.
In the time that it took you to say all of that, I don't know if you saw me look down. I got a notification on my phone. Okay. I got a notification on my phone. I just made another $1,500. So I made $9,500 tonight. That's right. Awesome, so that's amazing. This is what I'm talking about. One of the biggest problems that Black men have is we think with the poor man's mentality, right? Every day. You just say when crypto went down, all of those other guys disappeared. You couldn't find them and all of that stuff. Why? Because that's the poor man's mindset.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Don't look at it as, oh, crypto went down. We look at it as that's a buying opportunity for me. We go from the Warren Buffett school where you say when everybody else is panicking, that's when we buy. We don't listen. When crypto was going down, we wasn't nervous. My show is the crypto game. So I was there when it was running and I was there when it was going down. We don't get emotional about this shit. When it goes down, we buy more. We load up. We don't get emotional. See, if you think that you lost money, then you're losing. We see it as buying opportunities like Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg. We thinking with the millionaire billionaire mindset. You see what I'm saying? So if you are in these plays and you see the market go down and you see it as a loss, then you're already losing. I brought into Ethereum I brought 50 Ethereum coins when they were $90.
I bought it at 145.
$90.
And I got it to $90.
What price it is right now? price it is
Same
right
thing,
now?
bro. I just did the same thing you
Huh?
just did. I got into Nike last year, $85. They shot to
You
170.
see what
I
price
just made that money.
Ethereum is right now?
I know. I haven't looked at the price of Ethereum. I haven't looked at
But
it.
Kev,
It's
real
over
quick, Kev,
$2,000.
but Ohim made a good point there. We
Mhm.
just said that we invested. Well, I think I did. It came in at 150. Ethereum's at 2,000. Ohim, you got it at like 95. You just said you bought into Nike at 85. So the barrier is lower. Was lower for us basically.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And
I got. You
and think
got it.
about it.
You said you got. Oh no,
85. You said 85 to what?
$85.
200 something. Right.
$85
So
to
ours is
170.
150 and Ethereum is 2,000 right now. What other stock in the stock market can do that?
Exactly.
Nothing right now. Nothing's making that
Exactly.
move right now. Nothing's making that move right now.
So
But
y'all heard it here.
yeah,
Make
nothing's
sure you
making that
join the
move right now.
crypto gang. You heard it here.
But is that the end all be all? No.
Yes, yes, it is. Actually.
That's one coin we talking about. I mean, my portfolio has
Well,
hundreds
listen,
of companies making money
you
month over
know,
month.
in 2017, Bitcoin's high was 20,000 in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Since that time, with the exception of it going down to 3,000, in 2019, we have never seen Bitcoin return back to 20,000. We are now getting ready to go to 38,000 and climbing. It is the greatest financial asset in the history of the world, including gold. Even gold has not met these numbers. This right here is the future. Now, don't listen. The unfortunate thing is less than 1% of the population is invested in crypto. Less than 1%, right? So out of 300 million, 350, out of 350 million people, less than 1% are invested in cryptocurrency, right? So everybody's not going to make it, right? So hopefully, if anything, I've encouraged some people to at least investigate, do some research and some due diligence, and see what you can find out of this. And at worst, people believe whatever they want to believe. They believe in 401ks, they believe in jobs, and they believe in being janitors and custodians or whatever the fuck. Right?
Hey man,
So,
look, let me say this, bro. Every scheme and scam has started out with this. Somebody gonna be left behind. Get in while you can. All this rhetoric that we talking about, right? Oh, I made this, I made that.
Sounds like the
Look,
stock
man,
market.
the stock market now. The stock market's here to stay. It's
The
been
stock
here.
market's not a scam.
It's not
It's
a
not a
scam.
scam.
It's not a scam. You going with the
So
banks?
you
Roll with the
telling me
banks.
when
Go ahead.
Jerome Powell props up the stock market because it's failing, that's not a scam? When
No,
the
he's
Fed
speculating.
puts money,
He's speculating.
when the Fed puts money, when the Fed made that 20, what was that? How many trillions did they print up and put in the stock market? That's not a scam.
No, it's not a scam. It's controlling the currency.
So they printed
That's
all that money.
That's what countries are allowed to do. Let me break that down to you.
So
That's what countries are allowed to do. That's not what crypto is allowed to do. You got to mine it and all that stuff, right? So a company. Let me explain. Let me explain to you something. If a company, I'm sorry, if a country, and I was talking about countries, if a country decides to put money into their circulation, right? They are now propping that dollar up, right? But on the back end, we know there's inflation, right? So why are they doing that in the first place? You got to ask yourself these questions. You can't just throw out blanket statements and say they putting money out here. The U.S. market, the U.S. economy put those dollars out here during COVID because we knew there was going to be a recession if we didn't. That's why, and they did it in a form of giving out stimulus checks. That's where our money went. So that trillions of dollars, yeah, look it up, do the research, brother. That's where that money went to. Now I'm not saying, hold on. Now I'm not saying all that money. I'm not saying the government clean. We're not gonna say that now. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you got to follow that bread. Now Trump says, hey, look, okay, this is Trump now. Okay, we're going to his economists come to them and say, look, bro, we're gonna shut everything down. Nobody's gonna be able to do nothing. We got to give these people money, or the economy's gonna fail. Why? Because we based on a credit-based economy. That's what the U.S. economy is based on. Credit-based. I ain't heard you say that yet. It's credit-based. And credit-based is we have that's what we keep people in the low, keep people broke. That's what we mean. So we got to make sure we understand. I'm gonna give you the educate. It is credit-based, bro. It's
not credit-based.
It's
debt-based.
No, it's based off of credit.
No, it's based off of debt.
Okay, debt.
It's based off.
we can interchange those. You can interchange credit and debt because
No,
it's the
you
same
can't.
thing.
You can't. You can't.
Okay, you
Right?
can't.
It's based off
So
of
what is
debt.
credit? What is credit? The credit is debt. You don't own credit. It's
It-
debt. Someone gives you a line of credit and
It's
you
based
use
off
that
of
and it
debt.
becomes debt. So credit is debt. Let's keep it stationary. So debt, debt, right? This country is based off of debt. If you don't have money to acquire or at least to put up to be in that debt, then that system fails. That's why we put money out there. That's how it works. You give a person money, they put themselves in debt, you make the money off the interest. If there's no money
So
to be lent out,
why did it go
then there's
wrong?
no interest
Why
to
did
be
it go
making
wrong?
because the economy stopped. There's no money to be lent out. If the
No.
economy stops, look, hold on, listen to what I'm saying to you. If the economy stops, then we don't make any money. There's no give and share. There's no give and take, right? We don't make any money. So what does that mean? The government comes in and stimulizes us, gives us money to force the U.S. to go out and spend money, and they make taxes, and then they make their money back. That's how the U.S.
Okay.
government works, right?
So
So
what did people
go ahead.
spend their money on? What did people spend their money on?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Actually, a lot of them did.
What are they spending money
If
on?
you remember,
Hellcats?
if you remember, they went.
That's what they
You
spend their
want to
money
hear me say
on.
it?
Go ahead,
You
bro.
want to hear me say it, or you want to?
Go ahead,
All
bro.
right.
What they spend their money on?
Actually, a lot of people went to Coinbase, and that made the government angry because you're not supposed to be buying assets with it. You were supposed to buy Jordans. You were supposed to buy Gucci.
Bro, make
You
it
were
make
supposed
sense.
to
You
buy
just told me
bullshit.
you just told me 1% of United States owns Bitcoin. Now you're telling me
It
that
was enough. It
we all
was
ran
enough to make you don't see none of these articles. You didn't see none of those articles.
I see
It
relegation.
was enough to make the government mad. How about that?
No, it wasn't
It
enough
was
to me.
enough to
It
make
was
them
enough to
upset.
challenge the US dollar and to put fear into the government's hearts. That's
No,
the
it was
reality of it.
enough to let the government know that people are waking up, that they're tired of this bullshit. That's
No,
what
it's
it
not.
was.
It was the biggest scam in
So
US
you
history.
saying all of that money went
Mhm.
to the citizens? It didn't go to propping
No,
up the bullshit.
I didn't say that. I said that in the beginning. I said we're not gonna say the government's clean here, but
All
what we're
that
gonna
money
say
goes
is
to the
the
rich
intention of it
cronies of the
was
stock market. That's
okay.
how you know it's a scam.
How
Because
was this?
rather than let it do the natural thing it was supposed to do, which was crash, they printed up more bullshit money to prop up a bullshit scammy stock market because the stock market is a fucking scam. It doesn't work naturally. It's a bunch of people deciding if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. It's bullshit. So if crypto is a bullshit market, then the stock market is damn sure a bullshit market
But you know why?
because it's
Hold
not
on. You know
fair.
why? I'm still gonna choose the stock market because I got Daddy US behind me, and we've seen it time and
Yeah,
time again.
I just said
Oh, we
that.
going?
I just,
Who's coming to
yo,
save? Well, who's coming to save crypto? Say that right now.
ESP,
Who's coming to save
ESP,
crypto? Who's coming to
ESP.
save crypto? Who's
Before
coming
you
to save
came
crypto?
on,
No. Who's
check
coming to
this
save
out.
crypto? If crypto busts, who's coming
This
to
is
save
this,
crypto?
you
Nobody.
are missing my
If I
point.
got
You're missing my point.
if I'm with a bank in New York, I know I already seen it. US is coming cutting that check for me. That's
You missing my point.
if
You
crypto
bugging a
go,
little bit, bro.
I'm what?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
bugging
you're
with
making
you
my
bugging
Oh,
a
my
point
little
bad.
though.
Right.
bit.
You're making my point.
How you? I'm making your point.
Making my argument for me. See,
How am I making your point?
you believe in the system, and you don't
I
understand that
believe in
it
what's
doesn't give
proven.
a fuck about you,
It
right?
don't give a fuck
The,
about me.
the
But you know what it does
government
give a fuck
will
about? It
force
gives a fuck
you.
about my dollar. That's what it gives a fuck about.
No, it doesn't. It actually
It
doesn't,
don't. It
right?
does because
So look,
listen what I'm telling you, bro. You telling me that I have a dollar in a stock, and if I lose that, if that company goes bust, or if anything fraudy or scammy happens within that company, after you see about Bernie Madoff, what happens? The government steps
so
in and they make everybody whole. No. I'm not saying that's just what's happened. We ain't gonna refute that,
so
right?
you
So
saying you saying
if blockchain blows up tomorrow, who's stepping in to save me, or give me my money back,
so
or give me
so you're
anything?
saying, so if I'm getting this right, you're
Mm-hmm.
saying after Bernie Madoff scammed all those people,
Mm-hmm.
you saying that the United States gave all those people their money back?
I'm
Is
saying
that what you're saying?
I'm saying United States made companies whole.
No,
And I'm
no,
just
no, 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 no.
yes, they
I'm
did.
talking about
Look it up.
the people that
Yes,
invested. You saying they got
yes,
their money back?
yes. They got
Yo, guys,
the U.S.
put a
government.
one in the chat if
And,
you
and
believe.
go look it up. Let me explain. Let me explain to you why. I'm not gonna just tell you they did something. I'll tell you why. This is why. Let me explain to you. When Bernie Madoff did what he did, people who's been with Bernie Madoff for 10, 15 plus years, guess what? They pay taxes on that return money that they never got. That quote unquote return, they paid real tax dollars for that money. So at the end of the
Man,
day, that's what I'm telling you. You can look it up. I'm not going to be talking. When you have an investment with Bernie Madoff and he says you made $1 million and he sends you that W whatever form at the end of the year, you put it, you give it to your account, and your says, oh, you made $1 million. Okay, you do your little tax situation. Okay, then you got to pay $10,000 to the government for your taxes. And if I've been doing that for
man,
10 years, hold on, let me just finish my explanation because I want guys to think logically first, not emotionally. If I'm paying the government $10,000 for 10 years on a Bernie Madoff investment, and then I realize that investment is fake, I never had money. I got to go back to the government and be like, yo, I need my $10,000 back, fam. I never had the money. So the government's gonna be like, nah, we're just gonna piece you off for your investment, and that's what happened. Look it up. That's all I got to say.
so now
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell the dudes in the audience why they should not listen to you. Okay,
Go ahead.
this is why they should not listen.
Let me go ahead.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just not even a year ago, we just watched over 3 to 4 banks fail.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in those banks were insured up to $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Did they get their money back after those
SVB,
banks? Silicon Valley Bank failed. That's
SVB,
the government. That's the government. Silicon Valley Bank. And
just
it was
made
3 other banks.
listen to what I'm saying to you, bro. Listen to what I'm saying to you, bro.
Well, right?
You can look it up to the chat. This is what I'm saying. You guys are financially literate.
So you saying they got their 250,000?
Listen. No. Look it up. The government made everybody whole, and I know about this.
You saying that the government paid everybody their 250,000?
Look it up. Look it up.
So every
Look it up,
member
bro.
of that
Don't
bank
believe me.
got
Every
250,000. I don't believe you.
every account in that bank was made whole by the government. The government stepped in and made whole. SVB. Look it up. You ain't got to listen to me.
Okay, hold on.
Nobody got to listen to me. Don't listen to me. Listen, I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. Go do the research for yourself. Go do the research. In California, I work for a company called Clear Labs. You can check this out. We are a startup. We created a robot that tests for COVID in 6 hours. We were heavily invested to SVB. When SVB went down, they cut all of our credit cards off. I couldn't buy a Twinkie with a credit card, right? So all of our investment, all our banks, all our payroll was stuck with SVB. 10 days later, SVB came in, made everybody whole. I know it because I lived it, fam. I'm not just talking through the internet. I lived it. Don't believe me. Go look it up. Go look it up.
Now,
That's
let me ask you. All right. So
Okay.
let me give you that.
Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on.
So let me give you that.
Shane, hold on. One second.
Like,
1 second. 1 second. All right. I want to give a shout out to Jumpman with the 5 super chat. He says Bitcoin started less than what's that? 0.01.
Yeah.
Atom paying 22% interest. Wall Street stealing 401k. / pension. Banks failing. What are we talking about? Shout out to you, Jumpman. Brando Yancey with the 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, I work with men that had 6-figure jobs for 20 years. Since 18, they had 401k, and now they're in their 60s with $1 million. Crypto Forex index better than 401k. So I work with men that had 6-figure jobs for 20 years. Since 18, they had 401ks, and now they're in their 60s with 1 million. Okay. All right. I want to give a shout out to Drew G with $1.99 in super chat. He says, Diamond Hands, I have DCA since 2017, never scared.
Okay, he was talking about a coin. He's talking about a coin he's invested in. Now, my thing is, I'll give you that bank. Let's say Signature Valley Bank. Let's say every customer in that bank got their money back, right? Mm-hmm. What about the other 3 banks? Did they get their money back too? The Signature and all of them? Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
OG muted me.
No, you got it.
I was going too crazy. I don't know about the other banks, bro. I honestly I can't speak on it because I don't know, but I know about SVB because I was there. That's the only reason I can speak. Mm-hmm.
So but that's my point. The government doesn't give a fuck about retail investors. So you have 4 banks fail on their watch. You had them print up a bunch of bullshit money to prop up a stock market. It's all a scam and it's all coming apart. My thing, you said something earlier. You said that if I fail in 6 or 7 years or whatever, would I still be happy? And my answer to that is yes, because I would rather lose my money on my own than to come to a fucking 401k or the government and and they tell me that they lost my fucking money. I can lose my own fucking money pretty well. I don't need their help for that. Right.
Yeah,
So would I feel better about that? Absolutely. Because you got a bunch of people that are learning right now. They can't get Social Security and there's no pension for them. So they got to keep working until they die. So my thing is, I would rather lose my own money than to have an institution or a corporation lose it for me.
Okay.
All right, I got a $5 super chat here by Red Star 7311. He says, "Real talk, New York is the city of dreams, but real talk, New York ain't really what he seems." Okay.
All fact. Oh wait. Oh,
Oh.
I thought you.
Hey, it's all good, bro.
Damn, Red
It's all
Star.
good.
Damn.
It's all good, bro.
Silence D with the $5 super chat says, "Dude said, Daddy US on the next episode of Moist Negroes." Okay,
You got me.
who said that?
You got me on that. You got me. Hey, you got me on that. Hey, bro.
We
My
got Mark
bad.
Ray
My
with
bad, bro. My bad on that.
We got Mark Ray with the $4.99 super chat. He says DCA
I'm
is
doing
dollar
Harlem
cost
dirty.
averaging, which
Oh,
means
okay.
invest in
Okay.
moderations,
Oh,
$5 or
okay.
$10 daily, weekly. It allows you to invest without
sir.
overextending.
Okay,
Yes,
there
sir.
you go.
There you go. There you go. Right
All
there.
fact.
That's all
All
facts as well. I
facts.
agree with that. I agree with that, man. As long as we get to the bag, bro. Look, you know what I mean? That, like I said, at every episode, man, I
That's
love
it.
these. I love these conversations. I love it. This is we should be like. I love these arguments, bro.
Yeah,
Look, and then and if,
this
like I said, at
was
the end of
dope.
the day, man,
This
if
was
it's
dope.
something, this is awesome, man. I love this. I love just
Yeah. This
waking
was
this up,
great. This was
man.
great.
Waking this up,
All
man.
right, man.
All
All
right, we
right.
got
So
a
yo,
Big Curve with the $4.99 super chat. He says, "I don't need no savings, LOL. It's crypto bull run. There are going to be more millionaires made. The
I
question
hope
is, are
so.
you going to be one of them like me?"
Hey,
I
I,
like
I,
Shout
that.
out to Big
I
Curve.
want.
Shout
Hey,
out to Big
go
Curve.
get it, man. Go get it. I ain't look.
Yeah.
I ain't here to knock nobody. I just want y'all to cover y'all asses, man. That's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Because, bro, like I
Hey
get.
man, pause,
Oh
pause.
my
You from
damn.
Harlem? Pause.
Pause, bro. You know,
Nah,
you know,
nah.
you know what I'm talking about,
He's
man.
right.
You just cover
He's
yourself,
right.
bro. That's the worst because I get these inboxes, bro, about guys and I lost all this money and bro, it just to me, man, it just hurts so much. So I want you guys just to cover yourselves, man. I want y'all to be millionaires. I'm not knocking nobody over here. I want y'all to be the best y'all can be because I want us to be because when y'all, like I said, y'all brothers, like you said, when I first started traveling, bro, we all know we under that. We represent our black men when we travel, bro. And I want y'all
Facts.
to be on your best leg when y'all out there, man. Because I done did it. I was out there living out there months at a time,
You
doing
was,
my thing, bro.
as a
And I
matter of
was having,
fact, Kev was the guy that motivated me to start traveling because I hit Kev. I'm like, Kev, how the hell? This was like what 3-4 years ago. I'm
yeah,
like, Kev, how are you staying in these places for months at a time?
at
And Kev
401.
didn't know me from a grain of salt. But Kev
Nah,
hit me up. Kev hit me up. He was like, "Hey, bro, I do this. I do binary trading, all
I
this
do
stuff.
all this stuff,
You
man.
know."
But
You want to talk about
So
that real quick before we go? Your binary and all that options
oh
and
yeah, I
all
got a
that.
ton of guys off the last show. I put it out there. If anybody wants to learn how to read charts, anything like that, you can hit me up. I'll teach you. I'll show you what I know for free. I'll teach you what I know for free. Like I said, I make about $250 a day, about 3-4 trades, and yeah, like I said, I work with anybody, everybody. Don't matter who you are. Just hit my inbox, Bid and Nadex on IG. I'm setting something up for this Sunday for tomorrow night for guys. So if you want to just get an intro to learn and just get some fundamental stuff, come on by, bring your pen and paper. We'll do a Zoom. It'll be unlimited. You can ask as many questions as you want. I'll give you guys all my time tomorrow, so we can look at this thing and just get a fundamental thing. I'm not here to teach you guys one way to do things, but just a ground floor level, and then we can just take it to the next level. But I'm interested, man. Like even with the brother here, with him making money like that the other day, man, I'm interested in that. So I'm always here to learn as well, guys. I don't.
All right, I got a super chat here by Silent John with the follow super chat. He says Kev needs to spend some of that 401k money on a new mic. He clipping hard.
Oh, my bad, fellas.
You are clipping. Only when you raise your voice,
give me a new
mic.
I'm gonna give me a new mic. I ain't step into it right. I'm gonna give me a new mic. Then. I got you.
I think we are at the start of the run though, because I keep checking and
hold on,
this shit keep going up, bro. So
there you go.
Yeah, this is looking right. Like this is what it's about. So I'm gonna just say, listen, yo, I enjoyed doing this. Shout out to Real Talk New York. I like to debate. So this was incredible, man. Appreciate
and we
you.
not done yet, bro. We ain't done yet. We got more. We gonna.
I gotta go, man. This
is getting late. My man.
No, I know I gotta go. I'm saying we gotta do this again. We gotta set this up again, man.
Okay.
We gotta do this again. I ain't gonna hold you up. It's early here, so y'all go let y'all take.
Okay, hold on, guys. I do have one more question that I want both of you to respond before we go, because we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show.
All right.
So if you guys had like a pie chart, basically, because basically, you're saying you want to diversify your investments, some in stocks, some in crypto. All right, you got a pie chart. What percentage do you think these guys in the chat should invest in crypto, and what percentage should they invest in stocks? And I'll start off with you, OV.
Me or
yeah,
you want me? Okay.
Yeah,
I would say my portfolio is gold, silver, crypto, and I would basically a third to each. Like
okay, so 1/3 each.
Those are the three things I believe in. Maybe I'll get into, now that I'm traveling. I think I'm gonna start looking into real estate outside of the US. Yeah, those are my three: gold, silver, and crypto.
Okay. Kev?
Yeah. You kind of know my stance already, but depending on how old I am, whatever. Like I said, I'm grinding out. I'm gonna max out my 401k. Like I said, I'm gonna stick to my plan, bro. I'm gonna max out because it's worked for me. So I can't guide for my plan, but I'm gonna max out my 401k for 2 years. I'm gonna get that foundation, let it do what it do. So I'm gonna put a third. I'm gonna say a third into a 401k. I'm gonna put a third into real estate. Since I'm in the states, I'm gonna stay in the states. So, but what I'm looking at is not just buying just a regular house. I'm looking at maybe apartment complex, or maybe something with multi-unit, so I can probably live there and make money off of it at the same time. And then my other third is probably going to be split into crypto and then maybe bonds, or some type of long-term bonds.
Hold on, Kev. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
That's why I'm going with it.
We went through this whole debate, Kev. You just said 1/3 of your portfolio is going to be crypto.
No. I said I'm going to split. I'm going to split that last third between bonds and crypto. I'm going to split it.
Okay, I got it.
I'm not going to put a third of my. If crypto is moving like everyone say it's going to move, then I should be able to put a certain amount in there. And
exactly.
Because by nature, like I said, I'm a buy and hold guy, and I think you got to have by nature what type of nature you got, or what type of person. Like, what do they want to do by nature? If you got it, I want to I want to sit back and relax. I'm tired, like you said. I'm tired of working. I don't want to think. I want to be on Sasua.
That's a good plan.
There you go, bro. That's what I want to do. So that's my plan. I'm a lazy investor. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But I think both of our points, man. I mean, you put them together, hybrid it. Both of us, our ideas. You gonna win, man. Anybody listening to this, even if you take points from me, take points from this brother, you gonna win. So just see who fit. Do what you do. Just do what you do, man.
All right, fam. I'm gonna catch these super chats on the back end, man. I appreciate both of you guys for joining, man.
Appreciate you.
Great. You got to do this again, man.
Definitely. Anytime, man. Let me know, man. I'm here.
Real Talk New York. I see you, bro.
I see you, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep living that travel life. Enjoy yourself, man. I see y'all brothers in the airport, man.
All right, man. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Man, that was a great show, fellas. Excellent show. I'm gonna catch these super chats, and I'm gonna go ahead and end. We got Brando Yancey with the 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says most don't want to work. Here we go. Most don't want to work into their old staking crypto or indexing it along with Forex. It's better Live now, take profits, travel the world. Appreciate that $5 super chat. And I got one more super chat here by Andrew Baker, $2 super chat. Really appreciate that. He says, "Sup, BMT, Oheen, and Real Talk. You can't change the plantation mindset. Billionaires become that because they embrace change and leave the old way behind." Very true. If you can't change, you will be left behind. All right. So once again, fellas, great show. Roll the tape. He says commercial real estate is the best. Very true. And there's a lot of good info, man. So guys, once again, appreciate you joining. Till next time. Peace.